It is indeed, chat, a terrible day for rain. Bro, why am I the one having to report? I'm like the king of newstubers graduating. You never want to have to be the one to report on this kind of stuff, chat, but here you are. Here I am, and we're talking about it. It's so sad. What's up, everybody? How are you? Sorry for the little tech issue. My OBS was like, yeah, so your stream's over. Fuck you guys. I'm I'm out. What's up, everybody? How are you? Yes, chat. I don't know why I had this weird tech issue. OBS was like, yeah, so you know your encoder, yeah, it doesn't exist. And so my whole OBS bleeped like that. It was just like explosion, chat. Apparently my OBS just did not want to work. So I had to restart it, but we're good. So I was kind of low-key freaking out. I was about to explode, but everything's good. Why'd you bully the poor Encoder John? I didn't bully Encoder John. Encoder John bullied themselves. False is done. Pay for pin. Wait, why would I pray for Pin? He doesn't even hardly do news anymore. What do you mean? Yes, let's pray for Pin, who doesn't really do VTuber news anymore. I know I'll send it for False. So for real though, it is really sad to see him go. You know what I mean? Like, God, what an absolute legend. You know, what a important part to the VTuber space as a whole, right, chat? Whether you like him or not, I don't know why you wouldn't like him, but whether you like him or not, probably the Niji sisters really don't like him, but whether you like him or not, he is still an absolute huge part of VTubing. He has had a huge influence on the VTuber sphere as a whole, especially back when VTubing was first starting. So very strange to see him graduate, you know? I mean, I started news partially because of him, chat. I mean, I loved what he was doing. I thought it was really cool. You know, it was pretty awesome. Okay, Squid, don't give me that actually. Yes, I know it's an indefinite hiatus, but let's be real, it's pretty much a graduation. So, if it weren't for him, we wouldn't have known that Astro Arcade being a monster. So true, he's had a really important part, right? He has shaped modern VTubing news and awareness. Yeah, I knew somebody's gonna be like, well, actually, it's not a graduation. Like, bro, indefinite hiatus is basically a graduation, let's be real. Like, I mean, you can always ungraduate. He inspired a lot of newstubers. Yeah, I mean, but now there's not really much of a... Guy, you're supposed to make me look beautiful. Why are you making me look ugly out here? I do think that there is some stuff to talk about, you know, in regards to all this, right? It is really sad to see him go. Yeah, I mean, the big long lifespan of VTubers is 5 to 6 years. After 5 years, a lot more people drop off as well. The percentage becomes astronomically low, but I think he was the first to do VTuber news, right, chat? I mean, made a lot of people really big just by reporting on them. I mean, his influence was certainly felt, right? So within the past year, he definitely kind of took a back seat. I think we've all seen that. He's still, you know, we decided to step away a lot more. It is really sad, but it was kind of understandable. I know a lot of people kind of give him hell over nothing. I don't really know why. Probably the Niji sisters, but luckily, you know, does look like he's moving on to something really, really beautiful and awesome. So unless you're like Luca Jr. who's creating content before she was a VTuber, or even like Tricky, right? I mean, there's so many people that were creating content before they were VTubers, you know. But False definitely had a really, really big influence. But yes, he is going, chat, on a definite hiatus. We're gonna talk about that here in just a little bit. Look at the reactions. A lot of them were positive. Some of them were negative. Again, I have a question for all of you though, chat, because I was doing a little bit of research. Maybe you guys could let me know about this, but has False really ever been part of any controversy besides just reporting on stuff? Like, I was looking into it, and maybe it was way before my time of covering news, but I don't think he's ever had any controversies. So there were definitely some people that were being like very mean-spirited about it. So I don't know. Also, something may have come wrong at Twitch yesterday, because I was watching your live stream at Chunky yesterday, but it didn't count towards my stream streak by the time said stream ended. as long as you watch the VOD, or part of the VOD, it should count anyway, so you should be good. Yeah, False is graduating. Mainly just reporting on stuff and people being upset with him shining a light on certain things. Of course, I figured as much, Nid, but yeah, I was trying to look at the old stuff as well, and I'm just like, dude, I literally cannot find anything that this guy has done. Yeah, that one scuffle with Kyo, but like, Kyo doesn't even do news anymore. So, which news tubers are left, chat? Who's left? Daniel, thank you for the 100, dude. 100 stream streak is wild. Thank you for your support. Who's left, chat? Who's left in the news tubing world? Everyone's dead. Everyone's dead. Except me and Reba. And Lydia and Salvi. It just says 4, and that's it. I guess Kazana. I mean, like, well, he's just kind of a news guy. He's not really a news tuber because he's not a VTuber, but, you know, I'll count him. He's adjacent, right? Yeah, not Lydia's, Salvi as well. Arthur Abbott, who the fuck is that? Is that a VTuber? Everyone got beamed like in Smash Ultimate. It's just us, guys. There's nobody left who will report on the news. There's no one left because we're all fucking dead. And when news tubing is gone, chat, you'll miss it. You'll wish you had news tubers. But we'll all be gone. Taken to the void. Adopted by Ninja Sanji. The horror. Right from yourself, Rima, Lydia, Salvi, Kazan, and Saphira. Does Saphira actually do news anymore? I thought she moved away from that. Because I would count per Penumbral, but like he doesn't do any news anymore. Oh no, she does. Yeah, no, she does some coverage still. I had no idea. Yeah, I thought she stopped doing it, but no, she does some videos every once in a while. I mean, let's see. Yeah, one come out like 6 months ago, 3 months ago, 2 months ago, 3 weeks ago. So, I mean, I guess she's active enough, right? Like, yeah, I mean, I would count Penumbral, but he stepped away as well. Pin still does the VTubing in 60 seconds, but no longer does VTuber news, right? Exactly. I do see his shorts all the time, but, what's about a Blocklist? Oh my god, somebody made this, like, follow list, and then somebody was, like, trying to retort at it with a Blocklist. I'm like, oh, here we go, bro. Here we go. Very happy for false opportunities have come his way. Hope it chooses to make sure me well. Exactly. That's all that I hope for him. I think that, well, it is technically indefinite hiatus, but let's be real, it's graduation. It's pretty much the same thing. I will say that I am very hopeful for whatever his future opportunities are. I really, really hope that, good things come his way. He's a great creator. I mean, literally pioneered news tubing, right? So, I mean, not that it's pioneering to talk about what's going on, but the way that he laid it out in kind of that news fashion, yeah, the fans are angry over Vcards, specifically Cinder fans, Pyro Pups, whatever you want to call them. So, probably not actually Pyro Pups, they're probably fake Pyro Pups, but they're upset about Vcards because Cinder was not in the most recent set, which, like, I mean, chat, between you and me, did you really expect Cinder to be in the new set? Like, but between you and me, chat, did you really expect her to be in the new set? I'm like, what are you on about? That's really interesting. You can now count the news of number of news tubers with your hand. It's true. Exactly. I'm like, I don't think that she would be in the new set at all. So why would you expect that? It's very odd to me, chat, and people get mad about nothing. I'm like, yeah, she's not even a part of Gamers Club, so it's like, what? Like, I need an ultra rare Chibi no Kimi card, you see. I really, really need that very, very much. Need a beat reporter. You know, Siri, I had an idea a long time ago. And it's kind of a crazy idea, but I tried to do it one time, and it was too much work. It was way too much work. I did not have the resources that I have now. But, chat, hear me out. I have a dream, chat, of doing something really cool one day. As you guys remember, when I started news tubing, I did something kind of like, it was very like Colbert Report, right? I would love to do a news tubing network. So what that means is like, I want to have a co-host. I want to have like a weather person. I want to have like a bunch of crazy stuff. I want to have a full-on fucking news show, like fucking thing, dude. I think it would be so cool. And I can't really do it because, of course, I'm in the subathon and it requires a lot of work. But if you remember my very, very old, Vtuber news when I first used to do it, it was very Colbert Report inspired. And I would love to do a network like that, like have a co-host. We talk about stuff. We have like a weather person that reports on like the current temperature of Twitter, like shit like that. You know what I mean? Like really just like very like facetious, tongue in cheek, but also talk about serious issues as well. So I think it'd be fun, but it would require a shit ton of work, chat. And I gotta get out of the subathon before I even think about that. Big booba news. No. It's gonna be called ENN, chat. Elf News Network. Yeah. Or Elara News Network, whatever. ENN. Elf News Network. Yeah, exactly. I think that bringing people on for interviews, like I already do, all kinds of stuff like that. Like make it like a full-on fucking thing, like not even like fuck around, like actually make a real like VTuber news network. I think it'd be really cool. But again, it takes a whole show, chat. It's a lot of effort to put into every single episode, right? So plus you have to adjust on the fly for news that came up. So there's just a lot to be put into it. Plus you have to have multiple people part of it that you bring into it. But that's genuinely my idea. We'll see if I'm able to do it though. Again, I didn't have the resources, but I do now, so we'll see what happens. Something I've wanted to explore for years now. I've just never been able to do it, but I think it'd be pretty dope. Like HoloLive has, they have like a certain person kind of report on news for the week. I would love to do something in that similar vein, but to a greater scope. I'm not calling it Eel News Network. Fucking fire this guy. Today, Twitter seems to be on fire, but due to being Twitter. Yep. Exactly. Well, it's always on fire. It's Twitter, bro. I want a real co-host. I want somebody that's like awesome, like Lydia or something, right? Like, oh my god, Lydia's a co-host, or just like we're like just hosted together. That'd be so cool. I think it'd be awesome. Hire False to manage you, bro. False is gonna be busy with whatever he's doing, right? So, I do news a little bit differently than other people as well. So, yeah, we can banter and stuff to be fun. So, it's got to be ENN. It can only be three letters, chat. We got to keep it catchy. But that's my idea, chat. Well, Rima's also really busy too, Net. So, but it'd be cool to have them on for like interviews, stuff like that. So. Sheikah, I'm not really sure. I have no idea. I feel like with False, he's in a very unique situation, right? Yo, Ned, thank you for the 148 subs gifted to the channel, dude. Appreciate you and all your support. Thank you. I think that False is in a unique situation where, if you think about a lot of male VTubers and where they're at, really False has already achieved bigger heights than a lot of them, right? I mean, maybe Hollow Stars would be the only one I could think of, but I'll be honest, guys, like, I don't really think there's an agency that False would go to that would propel him to be bigger than he already was. You know what I mean? Because he's very successful. So I kind of have a weird take on this, but I don't think he's going to become another VTuber. I think he's pursuing something that's IRL. That's at least my opinion, right? But maybe it is Hollow Stars. I don't know. But again, I feel like there's just not a lot of places that he would want to go that would offer him an opportunity that he's not able to obtain himself, So I don't know. Maybe I'm wrong, but yeah, that's what I think too, Nid. Like, You know, maybe Hollow Stars. Yeah, Ninja Sanji, I'm sure.
Oh, brother, this guy
Yeah,
stinks.
I'm really sure that False is gonna go to Ninja Sanji. Definitely. Oh, yeah. I see people talking about that, dude. I'm like, I just keep dying every time I read that comment. I'm like, yep, he's totally gonna go. Let me tell you. Like, oh my god. Yeah, he's gonna join just to annoy the Niji sisters who are celebrating him graduating, by the way. We're gonna take a look at that, which is pretty wild to me. What's up, God King? How are you, sweetheart? Guys, I am loaded up today. I'm ready. I got my B2B's coffee. We're gonna be cooking. Oh my god, it would actually be the funniest shit. He's infiltrating Ninja Sanji to destroy it from the inside, chat. It's the ultimate plan. He's going deep undercover. Oh my god. That would actually be crazy. Lillian changed her, really? Did she actually? I don't know, it looks the same to me, dude. I mean, the PFP looks the same, but I don't know. I mean, maybe it changed. I don't really pay attention. Yeah, this kind of looks like before. Did she really change it? Is your constitution up for it? Yes. Oh yeah, my constitution is up. I would False destroy Ninja Sanji. They're doing a good job doing that by themselves. Got him. Not grayed out anymore. Oh, what's it grayed out? I didn't realize that. Apparently, a lot of people have been finding stuff in the ARG, so hopefully she's coming back soon. I mean, I thought she darkened her her YouTube. Let me look. Yeah, her YouTube is still darkened, but I mean, I guess that's a good sign, right? So, oh my god, chat, wait a second. Wait, hear me out, chat. Hear me out. False graduates, but Fillion comes back at the same time. Coincidence, chat? Coincidence? I think not, chat. I think not. Oh, yeah. It's all coming together now, chat. It's all coming together now, chat. That would actually be wild. Nah, I'm just fucking around. I mean, I've never seen Philly and False in the same room. Exactly, that's what I'm saying. I've never seen him in the same room. It's all true, chat. Now we're tinfoil hatting over on Twitter like that. I've never seen False and Philly in the same room. That's what I'm telling you. Why do you think his name was False? False? Fillion starts with an F, chat. All coming together now. Nah, this is how the fucking Twitter people be moving, chat. They'll straight up say that shit like live on stream. It's like, oh my god, chat, it's real. Now my theory is Dillian was the Winter Olympics. Who the fuck is Dillian? Is that like Fillion's like cousin? Like, is that
well,
is that Fillion's
never
alter
saw
ego?
False Fillion and Batman in the same room.
Exactly, that's what I'm saying, Deception. See, you get it? Putting a fill in Fillion and False gives us the news. Exactly. It's all false. It's all fake. It's filler, just like Fillion. All coming together now, chat. Write this down. Write this down. Are you saying that False ID is Fillion's false ID? Exactly. That's exactly. It's almost like False needed to get a new ID, chat. Could be Fillion. False ID, new ID, Phil ID. Oh, real chat. I'm not crazy, I swear. Hey man, what's evidence of artists here believing in conspiracy theories now? Dude, is pretty much like that one scene for the new Superman film, which one? Where they just throw shit at him? Here, what did I miss? You didn't miss anything. You came in at the best time. Sorry it started late, by the way, guys. I had a little bit of tech issues. My OBS was being super stupid. But you know what isn't tech issues, chat? My new schedule. So I'm very excited. This week's going to be a banger. Coming up tomorrow, guys, we have memes and reacts. I know I didn't do any last week, so we got to catch up. Tuesday, we're going to be playing Elden Ring, Garden of Ice mod. Wednesday, Friday, and Sunday, we always have news. Thursday, we do marbles where you guys can win prizes by spinning the wheel. And then Saturday, we have another tea time. So very exciting. Big schedule this week. As always, I know everybody's excited for tea time. I know I am too. So yeah, everybody say yes, tea time. I love tea time. Yo, what's up? How's it going, Star? The G Daddy movie came out a few days ago. I'm gonna be honest, like, I liked his horror stuff, but everything else, I didn't really care for. I didn't really think it was that funny, so I don't know. Maybe the movie is better though. What's it like? Like, what content is it more like? Is it like his more edgy humor, or is it just you know, like his horror stuff? I already got thrown under the bus and I don't regret anything. You're welcome. I got you. Oh yeah. Resident Evil 9. Well, I'm not gonna be playing Resident Evil 9 just because you know, not really my thing, but that would be cool. If you react to it, if you want it, you can see it. Yeah. Let me look at it here really quick. How long is it? Yeah, I like the best of horror one. Are you talking about the one that says we're back? Oh, you mean Scumtown High? Is that what it is? Yeah, I don't know which one you're talking about. This Friday is Resident Evil 9 and Pokemon Day, so a lot of things happening. Oh, yes! Pokemon Day, I forgot about that. That's cool. What are they doing to celebrate? Scumtown. Okay, gotcha. That's cool. I didn't even know he was releasing a movie, so that's pretty cool. I'm back. Yeah, I'll definitely check it out. Yeah, but what is that, chat? What are they doing for Pokemon Day? BJ, everything's up to date. By the way, chat, after news today, stream is not over. We're going to be, of course, playing Halo with Tuppy. I don't know where she left off. I don't know if any Tup wants to here that can tell us. But we're gonna play Halo. I think that she's at the end, if I remember correctly. But again, I don't know exactly. You know, let me go look. Hold on. I'm gonna go look at Tuppy. Let me go look when she last played Halo. Let's find out. Oh, she finished Halo. Oh, okay. All right, bet. Yeah, I don't know where we're gonna play then. So, also, what kind of milk we have? It's cow milk, right? Of course, it's only cow milk. What else would it be? Oh my god, the fucking tanks. Yeah, let me go look. Let me go look where she finished off. Oh, was she in VR chat? Nice. I need to get back in VR. I just haven't had time. Yeah, I really need to get back into it. I feel like when she does it, it's always because, like, it's always late at night, and I'm always like, I'm wrapping up my days, so, yeah, let me look where she was. I don't think she finished it, actually, because it looks like the last time she played it, I don't think she. Oh no, she did finish it. Never mind. Okay, I see. She did the Warthog run and everything. So she maybe do legendary for the last couple missions. I could be wrong. Okay, bet. So she needs me to carry her. I understand. Do you like playing in Nintendo games? I love Super Smash Bros. I don't like Mario Kart 8. I don't like the new Mario Kart. It's really not that good. Did it Bandai actually leak Xenoverse 3? Wait, what? How the fuck did they do that? That's crazy. Wait, what? I know, I love Smash too. I want to get back into it, but I need to finish some other games before I do that. The new Pokemon game comes out soon too. How the fuck did they do that? Hold on, wait a second. Xenoverse 3 leak. Oh my god, they actually did. They leaked a whole ass playlist. Okay, the playlist is down, but they actually leaked a whole ass playlist, chat. Just straight up, like, whoops. Bruh, that's crazy. I mean, this is like breaking news, by the way. Like, I'm talking like an hour ago type news. Markiplier being justifiably exhausted with Poppy playtime after the newest chapter, and the gameplay just feels like filler. I mean, to you, when I played mine, right? Do you guys remember I had like a game-breaking glitch? I'm just like, I'm not gonna play this game anymore. It's stupid. So, And I want to play a game that actually fucking works. Just saying. I mean, that shouldn't be that hard to ask for, but that's what happened to me, chat. So I don't know. I don't have very good opinions of Poppy playtime. I do know you guys asked me to play the future chapters. I'm just like, you know what? Nah, I'm good. Join us in Warframe. No, I gotta finish Night Rain first. Dude, I have to finish Night Rain. Lords of the Fallen, Code Vein 2. Yeah, so many other games. I'm not even close to getting time to play for Warframe. Yeah, I saw what Markiplier said about Poppy playtime. He was really disappointed with it, which is sad to hear, right? Yeah, it sounds like a lot of fuck-ups. Yeah, like, look, he even straight up, look at this, chat. He straight up just quit the fucking franchise, like, live on stream. Like, it's kind of crazy.
I am saying this because, and I have this policy, right? If it's the first game in a new series, if it's the second, third, I can be more forgiving of things finding its footing. This is chapter fucking 5, right? I should know the motivation very clearly. I should know where I'm going. I should know why I'm going to it. I should know exactly what the character motivations are. That one guy couldn't tell you why he was the escort this time around. As much as I like the hair girl, that was fucking random. As random could be, being like, hey, here's a cool set piece.
I'm just gonna say this right now. If Markiplier has a problem with your game, you know you fucked up. Because he's such a kind guy, right? Like, he'll give you good feedback, but for him to, like, just straight up, like, trash your game like this, you know you did bad.
Now it's happening. Now is this fun. And it doesn't matter if that set piece is interesting. I liked the aesthetic of that a lot better. It was random. Why was that there? Just to be an obstacle. That's it. It didn't have any cohesion to the story. There was this, like, I missed, of course, some videotapes. But when you're playing a game, you should know why A is connecting to B and then C. And I'm sure that there might be some very thin threading between there if you get the VHS. But my fear
I don't know,
is that
dude. I feel like for any game that's, like, really, like, intricate lore like this game does, it needs to, like, at least be apparent if you're playing it, right? It's like, it's almost like they thought, like, lore first, gameplay last, and that's really sad.
My fear is that even if
because the lore is so good,
no threading,
they could have done something amazing with it, but they squandered it
where we were
with a shitty game.
Where we ended up to leaving that place and it mattering nothing, right? Mattering nothing to it. Here's an interesting character, gone. This character's gone. This character's interesting to be around you for a bit. Go on. Now, my worst part about this, for me personally, is I don't know if the developers of this game think it's just their thing. We're the chase sequence game. We're the game of chase
But they're kind of
sequences.
boring, actually. Like, the one thing I don't like about their chase sequences is it's almost like Dark Souls, where, like, you have to die so many times to learn what to do. Does that make sense, chat? Like, it's not like a chase scene where it feels like there's horror to it, right? Or, like, suspense. It's like, it's more just like, oh, figure out how to get through this. It's not, like, actually suspenseful.
Chase sequence game. That was in the first one, and people loved it. And then the second one, remember when Mommy Longlegs was chasing you? Oh, it was fucking nuts. Remember the third one when we put more chase sequences in? Remember the fourth one, the chase sequences? Maybe we'll tone down a little bit for the fourth. Fifth one, chase.
Yeah, it's not even fun anymore. Like, there's it loses the novelty of it if you keep repeating it over and over.
Error, right? It every time it did it, the stakes were lower, right? And that's really the issue that I have with it. From a mechanical perspective, a chase sequence is fine if it's well designed and it can be fun and it's like in a key moment where it's there and it makes sense. But the problem is this one, especially chapter 5, holy fuck. Half the entire game was chase sequences, and it just because it's doing them again and again, it suddenly has to introduce, oh, here's a new thing in here. A chase sequence is not the time to introduce a new mechanic.
The game.
I don't even
Like-
care if something is not going
Oh my god, Poppy Playtime, the chase sequence number 5.
Learn that.
I love this
The
game,
vast
it's so
majority of
good.
people are going to die to that. And in a chase sequence, as I've said before in these games, as soon as you die, it loses all of its value.
Yep. So why are you making it like a Dark Souls game, right? Where it's like you die and you have to learn and then adjust. Like, that's not what chase scenes are for, dude. It's just, I don't know. I do feel a lot of his gripes about it. Dark Souls does have a point, right? Exactly. It's like, it should be very apparent in a chase scene where to go. So that way it doesn't lose the novelty, right? If you just keep dying over and over, it's like, it's not scary anymore. So, I don't know, man. I feel like Poppy Playtime has fallen off big time. So, oh yes, I thought it was awesome, Ruby. We'll talk about that today. So, sorry, we went on a little bit of a tangent about Poppy Playtime 5. So, it's a shame because I feel it had so much potential we get all the way through. It's so true. Sad. All right, chat. You know what we're here for, a little bit of Vtuber newsy news. You know what the time. Everybody time news. And let's get ready to hop in, chat. We have a great deal of discussion to go through today as well. We're going to be talking about graduations. We're going to be talking about all kinds of crazy stuff, chat. So hope you are very, very prepared. Buckle your seatbelts and let's get into it. Now, I got to tell you one thing that's kind of odd. Did you see Mark's roast Chibidoki's character? Yes, I did, Daniel. I actually reported on that. When that happened, it was really, really crazy. So, but anyway, let's dive into it. First up, chat, gotta tell you, never seen this instance happen on, of course, Twitch, but very interesting. Check this out. Snooty going on to say, dude, I'm so pissed. What the fuck, Twitch? One of my Resident Evil 4 VODs on Twitch shows my whole stream in the little hover preview for the entire VOD. It's just like 2 seconds of my ending screen looped. Even when I download it, it's just that loop. I'm so mad that entire day's playthrough is just gone now. I've never seen this actually happen, chat, where it just straight up just destroyed your VOD. First, Twitch support goes on to say, they were investigating issue causing some past broadcast VODs to be corrupted and non-viewable. At this time, we do not believe clips are impacted and encourage users to clip key moments. They said, we resolved the issue causing some past broadcast VODs to be corrupted upon creation. Some VODs have started during this issue between 6 p.m. to 10 p.m. PST. On Thursday, the 12th of February, may still be affected. However, Snooty goes on to add to this chat, saying, yeah, my VOD was from the 12th. I hate it here. So, very interesting. Never seen this happen with Twitch. I mean, I know it's not like the biggest problem. It's not the biggest L that Twitch has ever committed, but it does kind of suck, right, chat, to see that kind of happen. So, I thought I'd bring it to your attention. It might be worth, maybe just recording while you stream, so stuff like this doesn't happen, because I do know can happen quite easily. So, just be careful. I don't want you to, lose your stuff or anything like that. Yeah, translation, they're just fucking gone, dude. I've seen this happen once before with one of Pumpkin's VODs. Gotcha. Yeah, never seen this happen. Kind of odd. Another news, guys. Let's talk about kind of a crazy situation going on here. Well, it's this Kurobana Run. If you don't know Kurobana Run, they are a VTuber with 7,000 subscribers. I'm not streamed in well over a year, chat. Well, kind of some crazy news, but Uniraid actually going on to add to this, saying, hey, back here in June 12, 2025, they said regarding Run, she's experiencing ongoing health issues, who determined it's difficult for her to continue activities on a sustained basis, and we are temporarily suspending her activities. So they've been gone since June 12th, 2025, right? Well, chat, does turn out they're actually coming back. They're returning from hiatus, actually tomorrow. So that's a W, right, chat? The VTuber step away because of health issues and actually return is awesome. So, yay, let's go! Very, very rare to see VTubers come back like this from long and definite hiatus, but obviously their health must be better, so that's great. Big W, chat. Very, very big W. Of course, in other news, I do want to celebrate some partner celebrations going on First up, guys, I do want to celebrate, of course, Chio, who says, look, oh my God, we did it. That is right, guys. Huge W to them. Of course, getting that Twitch partnership. So congrats. Yep, exactly, Nick. Also to add to this, Jinx, the Death Fairy VTuber, says we did it. After 7 years, we got partners. So give them some applause, chat. Absolutely deserved. You'll love to see it. I like the horns on their model. I like the hands as well. That's cool. So big W to all of these creators on hitting partners. So now you might have missed some debuts that recently happened, chat. So I'll catch you up. First up is Hysteria, who debuted back on the 18th with their brand new model as well. Take a look. It's super duper cute. I love the little bats carrying the hair. That is so adorable. So congrats to Hysteria on their brand new model there. Of course, also, guys, we're going to go check in with plenty more Miss debuts. Yeah, she's very cute, right? We're also going to take a look here at Casper, who debuted their Sonic-inspired model. This is their VTuber Sonic version. So here is Casper's model. Let's take a look. Okay, there's no music, allegedly. Allegedly, there is no music, chat. I do like, I really liked his original debut. But it's really funny to see kind of the Sonic OC version of it. Yeah, like the hat, like the outfits. It's pretty solid. So, congratulations to him on his brand new model. Looks great. Of course, also, guys, I do want to take a look here on Mimi. And Mimi was actually Live 2D Rigger, who did Lada's brand new model, who actually debuted yesterday. It is gorgeous, guys. Take a look at this. Absolutely beautiful. I love the little bunnies with the wings holding your hair. Absolutely gorgeous. So big congrats to her on her brand new model. I know she looks great. I love her so much. She's so sweet. So certainly give her some support and some love, guys. She's amazing. Yeah, also on top of that, guys, Obaki Palm just debuted their brand new Chibi model as well. Super cute. I love it sitting at the desk. Very, very adorable. I like that she's a tote. You should call it Totes Adorable. In other news as well, guys, like I said, plenty of debuts you might have missed, so let me catch you up. We also have, of course, the new outfit debut here coming from Namiji. So let's go take a look here at Namiji. How about that right?
Really can't expect me.
Here it is right here, chat. Very pretty. That's perfect. Can't work so much anymore to models at a desk. Is that the joke? I love that.
Because, guys, the original yellow version had totally different prints and fabric.
Very, very cute. So big congratulations, of course, to Namiji on her brand new outfit. Very gorgeous. Of course, also, guys, lots of other Miss debuts. To mention here is Monica. Monica actually debuted her brand new model yesterday on the front page of Twitch. Take a look here at her trailer. It kind of shows off everything as well, but obviously you should go watch the full stream if you want to catch up on all of it. I see, is this Watadope? Yeah, definitely like 2000 cartoon vibes. I mean, it looks really cool. Yeah, she's got like a chair. She's got like a cat she can throw. But she's straight up doing some real 3D stuff.
I have a cat. He's very happy to see you. Look at him.
Yeah, it's gotta be Watadope, right?
Oh.
Hey, what's up, Scully? How are you? Average Monica stream for real. Yeah, take that. This is the real metaverse. Get wrecked, dude. I love that. Hey, what's up, Mara? How are you, sweetheart? We are discussing some VTuber news on some Miss debuts.
You might not have a pulse. So, see you there. You're really gonna not tune into the stream and miss out on this little fucker? You're gonna miss out on him? And some of y'all just only consume slop. Try something new.
Me,
This
that's
stream
me.
will be
I only
exquisite.
consume slop. New slop. Damn it. So go give her some love and support. Absolutely incredible stuff coming here. It looks like really pushing Watado to its limits, chat, which is absolutely amazing. So what's up, Yuki? Thanks for joining us. Also, guys, we have Suki, who debuted just 2 days ago. And of course, debuted their new model, new outfits, new emotes, new everything. Take a look here at their trailer, chat. I mean, Monica's always been so creative, so yeah, Twitter kind of blast us off again on that one, right, chat? So anyway, very cool. Go check out Suki. She seems very, very sweet. I like her vampire model as well. In other news, chat, let's also go take a look here with Phoebe-chan. Phoebe-chan saying 3D review. It was a dream of spring come true. To join some of the most precious friends to celebrate Nimi's 1-year anniversary at her 3D concert, which we're going to talk about here in just a minute. But here's Phoebe's brand new 3D model. Looking gorgeous. Congratulations to her. I love her so much. Her voice is so ethereal, dude. She's so talented. Love her so much. Amazing stuff there for Phoebe. And a 3D model, chat. Go give her some love. Of course, also, guys, we have Shiro Nekonya, who debuted their 2.0 as well. Let's take a look.
Sure with no nya. Sure with no nekonya. What is this world coming to?
10 out of 10 would punt.
No!
Yeah, 10 out of 10 would punt.
What happened? What did you do to Shiro? I killed her.
Nah, she's cute.
And you'll never
She's very
see
cute,
her
actually.
again. Cat wife,
So definitely
cat
go check her out if you want to, guys.
wife.
She seems like a real sweetheart,
you
so go give her some love. And she just debuted that 2.0, so very, very exciting. Also, guys, we're going to talk about another Miss debut. Yes, I got a lot to catch up on. And then, of course, here is Furuka from Face Connect, who debuted their brand new outfit as well. Also, the crane machine, which is really cool. Tom Bear. That's super duper cute. I love this so much. I really like a weird trope I like is a really high, like, kind of like collar that kind of like partially obscures the face. I don't know why I think it's cute. Also, of course, here is the new kind of like, I don't know, undies outfit. Like, I don't know what to call this, but very adorable. Congratulations to them. So guys, I do have some events that you might have missed as well. And oh my goodness, a lot went down. So I'm gonna give you that. And then we'll talk about debuts, some upcoming stuff, and graduations. But a huge event you might have missed was Mimi Nightmare's 3D concert, chat. That is right. Mimi held a full 3D concert for her 1 year streaming, and had some amazing guests join her as well at the end. Take a look here. Also, the jiggle physics are real with this model, chat. Like, holy! Yeah, Tsunami and Chachi actually ended up joining her for this encore, which is amazing. Super cute, super cute. Very happy to see Nimi thriving like this. So big ups to her. Yeah, Mint was part of it as well. So go take a look at the full concert, chat. Very exciting stuff. It was an awesome time. Awesome time. Of course, also if you want to see that 3D model in all its glory, don't worry, it got you, because Layla, the 3D modeler, put all that together. Take a look, chat. Very pretty. Dude, people are cooking on these 3D models, dude. I swear. Like, even Kiki, who did my 3D model, oh my god, dude. Like, they are absolutely fucking cooking now. So, very cool. Congratulations to them. Awesome stuff to see. Very beautiful outfit. Everybody's been cooking. Our 3D has just made such a jump in quality as well. So, what's up, Handy Caper? How are you? Of course, also, guys, in case you missed it, this random hot lady right here decided to do an IRL concert you know, I mean, I don't even know who this is. Probably nobody knows who she is, but you might have heard of this lady called Numi. Well, yeah, she did do her IRL concert the other day as well. And of course, oh no, she's hot. Oh no, she's hot. Fuck, dude. Nah, Numi is hot. What are you talking about? Yes, Numi did the IRL concert. And here are some pictures from it. Looks fucking incredible. So, and I'm like, damn, dude, Numi's actually hot as fuck. Of course, in other news, guys, Onigiri decided to go idle. That is right, guys. Onigiri tweeting out, holy shit, what an experience. Tonight, I think I became an idol. It was 1.5 months of hard work. I'm so glad everybody enjoyed it and had fun. Giga idols are amazing. Take a look here at what happened, chat. Looked awesome. Also, Giri is so tall. What the fuck, dude? I always forget how tall she is. Both at the same time, walk? Yeah, both at the same time, actually. You know, actually, there was another video I saw. I'm going to show you guys. I'll show you how tall she is. Bro, I want to go to an idol concert IRL. This looks fun. This looks really cool. But chat, what I do want to talk about here for a second. Let me find it really quick. Yeah, let me see. C-Dog Onigiri concert. Hold on. Let me see if I can find it here. Because Connor went IRL to support Giri at this concert. Yeah, let me see if I can find it. I saw like a clip of a C-Dog, Onigiri. I'm gonna take this down just in case there's something sus. Let me look. Yeah, but anyway, I did see C-Dog. Yeah, she's way taller than Connor. That's what I wanted to show you guys. It's actually like hilarious how much taller. I don't think I'm gonna find it. Damn, that sucks. I saw the picture in passing. Oh no, here it is. I found it. Here we go, chat.
You made it.
I think Connor's like what, 5'10" or something like that. He's like very average height.
Anything for you, bitch.
Yeah, here, let me see if I can find it. Here we go.
What is that?
Yeah, look how tall Giri is. Hold on.
Yeah, there's no way I can take it home, right?
Yes, yeah. Hi. I want my check.
Dude, look how tall she is. Connor's like average height, dude. And she's so tall. That's what I'm saying, dude. Like, oh my god, I'd be like so fucking short next to her. I know she is actually tall as fuck. So why does she have a mask? Well, a lot of people that do VTubing in IRL stuff, they still hide their identity partially by wearing a mask. So, bro, I mean, holy shit, dude. I mean, even if she has like those boots on, she's still tall as fuck. Like, holy shit. Yeah, to partially obscure her face. So, but anyway, John, I want to show this to you with Onigiri. I thought that she's did amazing, kind of pushing herself. Of course, going from cooking stuff to idol stuff is very amazing, right? Very cool, very different for her, pushing herself. So I had to call it out. Of course, also, guys, we also going to talk about Fruit, who also just raised $12,647 for Hope for Day during her fundraiser stream. To add to that as well, chat, Shondo also raised for the same charity, Hope for the Day, and raised $26,000. So congratulations to both of these creators on making such a difference. I mean, guys, together that is, almost $40,000. So absolutely insane. What a big difference, chat. these two creators made for this amazing foundation. So big W, chat, big W. Now, guys, I want to see every single one of you pull out your calendars for all the stuff I'm about to tell you about. Okay, chat? The first up, we have the Ayami Family Collab Cafe number 3 from March 7th to March 22nd. Now, why is this such a big deal, chat? Well, looks like we have a big collab cafe between Ayami and Mint. That is right. So, if you would like to go check it out, here is a little tiny QR code you can scan to get all of the deets for that. But this looks absolutely incredible. So Minto W, Minto Sweep. Looks awesome. I'm super pumped for that. If you guys go, let me know. I want to see pics. Of course, also, guys, we also got to talk about Hasumi, who is hosting her 5-year celebration concert coming up on the 28th. And of course, she has all of these amazing guests here. Most notably, Neko Mickey. Big W for her. A lot of larger creators as well. The people you might recognize. So very, very cool, chat. We'll certainly be looking forward to this on the 28th as well. Yeah, there's a lot of people from other agencies in here, so very big W for her. Of course, also, guys, Mythic is hosting an event as well, coming up with the Heartstream Heroes 2026 from March 1st through the 7th, with Chibidoki, Ecto, Ali, False, Milky, and Minikomu coming up to, of course, raise money. So very, very cool. Go check that out. I can write that one down. You don't want to miss it. And then finally, chat, one other thing I want to mention to you. If you don't know of Hollow Takeover is basically a fan run. They run Vtuber events. They're just a fan run, right? They're not actually affiliated with Cover, but it's fan events by fans, right? Well, it does look like that they're going to be hosting an event coming up in Shibuya, and actually going to have special guests coming up March 9th with Yukino, Victoria Roman, Pia, and Aliyah. So if you want to go to this event, if you're located over there, that would be absolutely awesome because you can meet some awesome people IRL as well. So very, very cool, very, very cool to see them kind of put that together. So got some debuts that you're going to want to know about, chat. I got a couple for you. First up is the cutie Ria Roadkill, debuting coming up on the 28th. Says, "Hi, I'm Ria Roadkill, your local opossum girl digging through your trash." I love this outfit. I love this idea as well for her theme. She'll be debuting coming up on the 28th at 7 p.m. So very exciting, chat. Go check that out. Really cool theme overall. That's so smart. I love that. Yeah, hell yeah. Of course, also, guys, we have the Fumoko girlies who are going to be debuting their new pajama outfit. I'm sorry, new outfit reveal. Their pajama outfit coming up on March 14th. So write that down. I know that's a bit of a, time ahead, but I will try to remind you a little bit closer. And I'll also show you that debut if I remember. So on top of that, guys, we also have Nananon. That's right, Nananon doing New Year, New Me. I'm finally doing my 2.0 debut. That is right, coming up on the 27th. Where the waiting room to everything's are all linked below. Now, guys, I gotta tell you, I love Nananon. They actually did some merch with Vtuber, and they are absolutely super cool. So go check them out. Coming up very soon on the 27th at 8 p.m. EST for their 2.0. New overlays, new hairstyles, new original song. They got it all going on. So they get my personal seal of approval, chat. Of course, also, guys, Misma from B&U is also doing a new outfit. Their second outfit that says, "I'm excited to share this with you on the 28th of February." So again, coming up soon. Write it down for your calendars, guys. You're not going to want to miss that one. Of course, also, guys, we have Puncho, who says, "Hey, debut Tuesday, March 24th, 11 a.m. PST. Hope to see you there." Holy bouncy. I don't think you're going to miss this one, chat. This looks like a bunch of fun. So go check it out. Write that down on your calendar. Yeah, holy booba. Holy shit. And then finally, chat, one other debut I want to mention to all of you today is, of course, speaking of booba, is Nini Amano. Nini Amano is going to be doing their 3D swimsuit outfit on February 23rd at 8 p.m. So that's tomorrow, guys, in less than 32 hours. You don't want to miss that. That's going to be a good one as well. So big congrats to all of these awesome VTubers. Hope you wrote them down and you're going to support some other people in our sphere, chat. Now, guys, I need you all to do me a favor. I need you all to give me some 07s in the chat. We're gonna need some 07s, guys. We're gonna need some send-offs because today, guys, I got some sad news for you all. I'm giving claps because I'm trying to make it happy, but guys, we're gonna go check in with Falseeyed, who has a big announcement for all of you guys today. In case you've not heard the news,
we're going to keep
I'm
this short and bitterly sweet. As today, Falseeyed, and
you can't fire False. You're not allowed to do that. Only False can fire False.
we're going to keep this short and bitterly sweet. As today, Falseeyed, am officially announcing my indefinite hiatus for the foreseeable future beginning on March 7th, 2026. There are many personal and professional reasons that influence this decision. Chief among them is a once-in-a-lifetime opportunity that deserves my full time and focus. All videos will remain available to view on the YouTube channel after my exit on March 7th. The TVS Discord will enter read-only mode on March 21st of 2026. Alongside, all TVS merchandise sales will be discontinued on March 21st of 2026. Both of my co-hosts, Lady and Cody, will continue on with their VTuber activities. It has now been over 6 years since I began as a VTuber, and over 5 years since we began Things VTubers Say, now spanning over 760 episodes and covering over 12,000 unique VTubers, artists, and fans alike. I cannot thank you all enough for being part of my life and creating a community that maturely discussed important and fun topics every single day. I hope you all can join me for a final annual charity drive for the American Heart Association, scheduled from March 1st to March 7th. And yes, with 2 weeks left, we'll have more Things VTubers Say for you soon.
There it is, chat. False is going on indefinite hiatus. aka he's graduating, chat. You know what I mean? So now we did say that, you know, a chief among this was because of a once-in-a-lifetime opportunity that deserves my full time and focus. Now, what I want to say about this, chat, is False is kind of in a unique space, right? In a unique spot. I don't think that there is any male VTuber agency besides maybe Hollow Stars that would be beneficial for him to join. You know what I mean? Like, he's absolutely just such a big deal already anyway. So what would he really gain from joining another agency, right, chat? I truly believe that, yeah, not even FSP. I don't think so as well, Cat Lover. I think that he's already big enough. He could just remain indie. I don't really think that there's too many places for him to really go, right? So he's either starting to face or going live. I don't think so, Lacey. I really don't. Because if you think about it this way, right? If you went to Hollow Stars, I guess I could see that, right? That would be the only possibility, right? But going anywhere else, going to FaZe, like, FaZe is not going to really go that direction, I don't think, right? So I don't know. I really do feel like this is more IRL opportunity. If anything, that's the way I'm kind of leaning of what I'm thinking it is. But I would love to be happily proven wrong on this. That's just my thoughts. Looking at the situation, again, his sub count is already bigger than a lot of male VTubers out there. Even bigger than certain larger agency male VTubers, right? So I think he got like an actual real job, right? So, and I really do wish him the best, whatever it is. Because he is the absolute a huge influence in the sphere, chat, you know? Yeah, I think so as well, empty-headed, because I remember him saying that too, but I think for anybody, let me ask you all a question. If I could take a quick poll here. Who has been watching VTubers for over 4 years now? So you've been watching VTubers since 2022. Just type 1 in the chat if that applies to you. You've been watching VTubers since 2022 for about 4 years. And if you haven't, type 2. That's okay. That's okay if you haven't. I'm just interested to know how many people I want to direct this message to. Yeah, totally okay if you haven't as well. I'm opening up a honey stick. So the one thing that I want you guys to know that have been around for a really long time, right? You probably know this, but the people that have not, Falseeyed was one of the biggest reasons that I got into news. False, back in the day, and even up to when he left and departed, right, was a huge part of the VTuber sphere chat. I'm talking massive, right? His influence was felt everywhere, right? The fact that he was reporting on news, he made people large. He made people big by reporting on them, right? VTuber news of this caliber used to be a much bigger deal than I would say it is right now. Because VTubing was very new, it was a lot more niche. It was literally just like such a big deal, right? I'm not saying it's not a big deal right now, but it was certainly a bigger deal back in 2022. So, and onwards as well. A lot of people have been introduced to VTubing through False. A lot of people kept up with news through False. I mean, False was a very big titan when it comes to informing people what's going on in VTuber news. So to see him actually leave is pretty crazy, chat. I want to make sure I state this correctly, but it's very big. It's a big deal, chat, for False to step away like this. So and I think a lot of you, here's my comment as well, but you'll see a lot of comments as well. Your channel is a massive inspiration for a bunch of other people. Hope whatever you're working towards goes well. Wishing you best luck. Good luck, homie. You're finally free. Farewell. Thank you for your work and good luck out there. The legend himself. Good luck, False, in your new opportunity. Wishing you the best. Just know I'll always be cheering for you. Yeah, it's the end of an era. It actually is. Like, wait, no, that's what I said. Did Reba say that too? Yeah, because it was like, honestly, the end of an era, only people realize how much of influence he had on the sphere of VTubing as a whole. He would definitely be missed. Literally the newstuber. I mean, this guy started newstubing, chat. I'm not saying that he started people talking about VTubing. He started newstubing in particular. He was the pioneer for that, chat. So, absolutely crazy to see him graduate. I really would love to see some 07s in the chat because this is a pretty big deal. Yeah, pretty big deal. Yeah, influenced a lot of large events. Influenced a lot of VTubers as well. I mean, he really had a lot of influence, you know what I mean? I don't think a lot of people realize how big of a deal he was. I'm eating a honey stick and it's very difficult to eat. I'm trying to get the honey out, but it won't like poke through the stick. Yeah, honey sticks are like my life source. So, yeah, he was the first newstuber I watched as well. Guys, did you have any experiences with Falseeyed? For all of you guys, like, yeah, did you have an experience with him? Did he introduce you to news? Like, what is your experience with him? Because for me, like, he was the first person I used to watch to kind of keep up with news. When I first started doing newstubing, chat, I would watch False all the time so I could learn what happened or what was going on, right? I mean, there are even times I would reference his videos just learn about stuff from a long time ago before I started coverage. So, I mean, it really is just a really big deal, chat. Really big deal. I learned about False through elara. Honestly, yeah, I found False and was in his Discord before I found you, yeah. I mean, his Discord is such a great source of news as well. So, that's also kind of sad to see go away. But nonetheless, chat, he is stepping away and graduating. Certainly quite a big hit and a lot of big shoes to fill for a lot of creators in our space. But, I mean, look, there's me, there's Lydia, there's Rima, there's Salvi, there's Kazahana. I can't think of anybody that like regularly reports on news. So there's a lot of great newstubers out there, chat, that can still, continue to push out great news for you guys that you can rely on. Of course, guys, Cody goes on to say, following an announcement of the indefinite hiatus of Falseeyed, things YouTubers say is coming to an end. An absolutely amazing time with False, Lottie, and Heidi. And I'm so grateful for the opportunity to share my love for VTubers on such a prominent... Oh, Arendelle as well. That's right. Thank you. why did I forget your Dell? To share my love for VTubers on such a prominent platform, for me being part of TBS has always been a hobby I really enjoyed. Lately, my IRL career has taken up a lot of my time and left being able to share my passion for all live JP through my episodes. So what happens now? I originally planned to leave the team back in 2025. At the end of it, at some point before the end of the year, I had a random encounter with a large VTuber who told me they actually watched my segments and really enjoyed them. I mentioned my desire to stop, and they spent some time convincing me to carry on. To you, if you're reading this, thank you. Going forward, I love that. That's beautiful. That really makes me happy. Going forward, I'll continue to create content on Hall Live JP Plus, albeit be in a slightly different form. Also, kind of give me the rights to Cody IP. I'll keep all my assets and social handles associated with it. On February 28th, I will host my birthday stream where I'll discuss all my details of my future and reveal some additional announcements. Thank you for supporting me on the rest of the TVS team. I hope to continue to see you all soon. So, yeah, I mean, like, I think a lot of people do about Falster and the whole, like, selling gate stuff. I mean, yeah, he kind of was like the Tom Tucker of VTubers. That's a good way to put it. So, very widely felt, chap, you know, him stepping away. And all of these kind messages, right? Everybody going best of luck, wishing you all the best. Good luck, whatever comes next. Good luck, False. We're going to miss you. Who's going to give us news now? Anyway, good luck with the new opportunities. So I think that, you know, talking to you guys and kind of checking other stuff out, I feel like False has always had a very strong reputation, right? I mean, I know we had like a thing with Kyo. I know we had like some things going on with the Niji sisters, you know, because he would reveal a lot of stuff. And obviously the Niji sisters did not like that he was very anti-Ninja Sanji, but he was only literally reporting on the news. If you wanted like just straight up, just like, I'm going to read you the news and give it to you, that was False. False was very professional. He never really threw his opinions in much. He just straight up read you the news and gave it to you, you know, very unbiased. And that was always appreciated, right? And that will sorely be missed. I know a lot of people like that. Like for me, like, I'll give you my opinion, but, you know, some people don't want to hear that, right, when it comes to news. And that's fine, you know? Every newstuber is different. However, chap, some people like this, Dopey going on to say, who else cheered?
Oh, brother, this
really,
guy
dude?
stinks!
Really, dude? Are you serious? False is like legitimately actually done. Oh, this makes a lot of sense. Dopey drop scythe of Ninja Sanji. Oh, okay, all right. Now I think I understand a little bit more now. It's all coming together now. Yeah, exactly. They're Niji fans, so it is really sad to see people cheer this on when False did the very best he could just to deliver non-biased news. So again, I feel like with news tubing as a whole, right, chat? There's kind of been some things that push against stuff, right? So number one, kind of like I would call them slop tubers, right? The people that just push out stuff without actually looking into anything. Yo, what's up, ASMR fam? People that just push out stuff, don't look into it, just kind of read a Twitter post, and that's it, right? Without actually, like, I don't know, looking into a situation. Stuff like that is very problematic, right? Because some people are trying to report on news, be very informative, and those kind of things kind of soil the name of it, right? So that's number one. Number two, there's also people that treat newstubers as almost like a stereotype, right? They treat it like a stigma. They're like, oh, you're a newstuber, like you're clearly already like non-believable, or you're corrupt or something like that, right? So a lot of people treat newstubers, put them in a bad light when out of all the people in the world, False did the best job in being very non-biased, reporting stuff very fairly, and he will sorely be missed because of that, right? And exactly, it really does suck. People try to push that stereotype on everybody that talks about news, because it's just not entirely true, but average Twitter take, am I right? So anyway, guys, I know that False will sorely be missed, and I will do my best to, I don't know, I can't fill shoes like that, right, Chad? I'm not even gonna try to, because that's not me at all, right? But I'll still try to deliver my news to you guys as much as I possibly can. And we'll keep it going, guys. So hopefully I can keep you all informed on what's going on. But False will sorely be missed for sure. I know I will miss him. He did a great job in diving into stuff on things even I would miss. So people unfortunately attribute a lot of the stuff other drama tubers did to false. Yep, exactly. Yeah, very big shoes to fill. So I will say though, there are some awesome creators out there, chat, that are doing some, you know, amazing things, right? Sorry, my V-Bridger was being weird again. There's a lot of great creators out there doing awesome stuff, right? Really creative news tubers. You have people like Lydia, Erendel, Salvi, Rima, other people that do like deep dives. I would say Rima's like kind of that one person, right? She basically does all the deep dives. So there are some awesome creators out there that can keep you. Yeah, Mujin as well. Mujin is awesome. Kazahana reports on stuff as well. There's a lot of awesome creators that can keep you up to date on the news. So don't feel like that you don't have resources you can go to. So I know I'm more like Twitch centric. I do upload shorts from time to time on YouTube. But if you want like the live stuff, I'll give it to you. I'm not very good about the YouTube videos just because I don't really have time right now. But drama tubers are really poisoned the well when it comes to covering content. Yeah. I mean, again, I feel like you have to cover all the angles, and when that gets lost and you're pushing out false information, it can be really damaging, right? So, you know, it's one thing if you miss something and then you follow up, but it's another when you just like put your head in the sand and you're like, nope, I'm not gonna nope. You know what I mean? So, very important that we try to be responsible when we report about this stuff, but we'll see what happens, chat. So, in other news, I want to talk about what recently happened here. Before we dive into our corpo news, I want to talk for a second about what recently happened here with the Black VTuber Awards, chat. And I'm pulling this up here because this is actually, this post is gone now. But guys, Nirlina, I don't know how to say it, but anyway, as you might remember, they were a creator, part of the backing of the creators of the Black VTuber Awards. As you guys might remember, they made a very controversial tweet that was very hateful towards other people. And of course, people were pointing that out, what they said, and why should they support the Black VTuber Awards? Because they were saying horrible things as well. Well, they did decide to address everything, so let's read it. Hello, I'm Nirlina, and I made some comments in the past in which I'd like to give context to. Back in 2025, I made a statement against Kirsch and the wider VTuber fan community as I was facing racial attacks due to a video I made addressing drama tubers and my ires of their actions. Since I was being called everything between the hard R to the R word, which is horrible, I was driven by high emotion and tried to clap back, citing the phrase racist Nazi Mayo moon crickets in my tweet. For context, the word moon cricket historically used against black slaves as a slur, insult those who sing hymns through the night and looked rough because of it. And considering that already being lamented with derogatory language, at the time I thought going dark woke and fighting back with something equally as inflammatory was the correct response. That is not the case. Which again, I think that, I guess you could say, but you don't need to, right, you don't need to fight hate with hate, right? That's the problem here. Sooner they go on to say my past actions have caused a great deal of grief, harassment, abuse towards my mutuals, colleagues, and friends, and I cannot sit idly by without properly addressing it anymore. I apologize for my actions, my words, and my lack of acknowledgement towards this situation as a whole. I thought that I could ego my way through the hate and simply move on, but after seeing the people I cherish around me getting attacked and unjustly targeted, I knew it was time to say something. Well, it's not only that, like, I think you got to take responsibility for, being hateful as well. Because again, like, for you to want to do an award show, right? That's awesome, right? But if you're going to do that, and people are going to be hateful towards you, which you don't deserve, right? You just can't be hateful back. You got to move on, right? And people are going to dig up your past. They're going to use anything they can against you to make your, whatever you're doing that might be controversial, even though it shouldn't be, look bad. I thought that I could, sorry, I already read that. I'm not used and vowed to never use such shameful language, regardless of the context. Again, trying to bite back regardless of my justifications with such language is not okay. It's not who I want to be, nor is the type of person I want to present at or present as. I don't understand in order to have the opinions I do. I must lead by example, not stoop to the level of those who hurt me. Which is true. With that, I've decided to formally and officially step away from the Onyx Awards, the Black Vtuber Awards, as a founder and staff member to aid in my extended hiatus. I think this is probably the best. This is probably the best choice to happen, chat. I think this was probably the best thing for the Onyx Awards to continue without receiving like a bunch more backlash. And I think they needed to address this, honestly, to make a hateful statement like that. I don't think you should just be able to walk away from something like that and continue to get a bunch of support, right? Like, you got to address something that hateful. So, they are stepping away, which I think is the best choice. This decision is my own. It has not been influenced by anybody inside and outside of the event. I want to take this time to focus on my physical and mental health, my family and friends, and my education. Yeah, Evan, I don't blame you. I have a lot of things going on outside of VTubing that are way bigger than me, and I feel the best course of action is to step away entirely and prioritize myself. It's been an honor and privilege to be a part of such a tremendous adventure, and I trust everybody to bring this beautiful thing to fruition. So what do you think about this, chat? What do you think about her stepping away? Do you think it was the right choice? Do you think it was the wrong choice? What do you think, chat? I mean, again, personally, I think this was the best thing that could have happened. They're taking accountability. They're stepping away. They're not kind of tainting the awards anymore. That was obviously the biggest gripe people had. So I think that was the best thing out of all this. In my opinion, it was the best outcome. Yeah, I feel like it was a good decision as well. How Twitter became, I don't blame most people leaving it, so true. So wanted to keep you up to date on what's been going on with that, chat. So let's dive into a little bit of corporate VTuber news. No Ninja Sanji news. I know. You're probably so sad. Womp womp. Of course, but I do feel like it will dismiss a lot of stuff because if people are like, oh, don't support the awards because they have a hateful founder. It's like, well, that hateful founder actually took responsibility and they left. So you can't use that argument anymore, right? So I do feel like, yes, people will be hateful no matter what, but it does disarm a lot of arguments as well. So anyway, guys, let's go take a look at the newest hologram called Delish Earth. Let's take a look. It is trips. Shy will thank you for 11 months, cutie. Oh my god, this looks so good. I would consume the fuck out of those. They called Marissa a very sketchy older woman. That's insane. I like some of that scene. What? What? Oh my god. I am the sword.
よし、お前にもばあちゃんがこさえた桃ボールを。あれ？なくなっちゃってね。お腹ペコペコだよ。おい、食い物ないならお前ら食うぞ。やばいね。あー、やばい。食べちゃうよ。仕方ないね。
These are always so cute.
食べよう。あ、それ美味しい。熱々だ。Destroy the earth. こうしてみんなが心を通わして仲良く地球を
What the fuck just happened, chat? What the hell? So, I'm kind of like, you know, we have, of course, the Stage World Tour 25 synchronized. I feel like, didn't we already finish all these dates? Maybe I'm wrong. Hold on. Stage World Tour 25 Road 9. Yeah, didn't they finish those? Oh, nope. The Taipei one, that's why. Okay, nope. Nope. Nope, we did it. No, we didn't. Wait, chat. Nope, there's one more left. It's a Taipei one. Coming up February 27th. That's why. Okay, I was like, why do they advertise this, dude? It's a Taipei one. Okay. So there's one more left, chat. One more left. So, but there is the newest hologram, chat. Always awesome. Of course, another news, guys. Marin is going to be releasing a brand new Nintendo. The Nindoroid Hoshu Marin Bear. That is right. You guys have probably seen the Marin Kumin, which is super cute. She was at the last Hollow Fest as well, walking around. But there is the new Nindo for it. So cute. Rawr. I want that. I need it, chat. I need it. Of course, also we have even more collaboration coming here from Monster Hunter Wild and HoloLive. That is right. So now, of course, we have the ones with Subaru, Miko, and Luna in Oyori. So here are the 4 new talents being added to the Monster Hunter lineup. Looks awesome. I love this so much. But if it's Marin, you know Rima wants it. That's her Oshi. Very, very cool. I love the look of this. So I do know you can go get some of the prices at some of the Capcom stores where most of them are offered. But this looks really awesome. So go check it out if you can, chat. Of course, also, guys, Susie just finished up her concerts at Budokan. Take a look here. This looked absolutely amazing for her most recent concert. Big congratulations to her. I mean, look how big that fucking arena is, chat. I mean, that is glorious. I love that. Huge congrats to her. And HoloLive is always cooking up on these fucking concerts, chat. Of course, also, if you missed it, guys, Narissa debuted her brand new PG outfit. Take a look, it's super cute.
Well, now you're stuck here. Now what are you gonna do? You can't leave. Because I'm holding you in my arms. But we don't just have a jailbird. We also have... What's that? A color swap?
Ooh, I love the color swap. That looks awesome. I love that color swap. So, of course, guys, here is a full look of it in case you need to absorb it into your brain. This is Evie had the honor of designing the new outfit for Narissa. And it looks so good. I love the wings on the bottom. Very, very cute outfit. So, congrats to her as well. I love PJ outfits. They're so cute, bro. So cute. In other news, guys, I do want to take a look here for a moment and talk about Astroline. That is right. So first up, guys, Astroline is actually making a small change regarding their talent. Alfieldi Odin's Dottir. Okay, don't ask me to say that twice, chat. I'm sorry. Anyway, dear Astroline fans, after many thoughtful conversations, Alfide will be transitioning from an active talent to an affiliate member of Astroline starting February 20th. As one of the original members, Alfide has grown alongside Astroline, bringing to us countless laughs and memories we will always treasure behind the scenes. He has long been balancing her health conditions and her streaming activities, which is becoming increasingly challenging. We hope this transition will allow her to prioritize her well-being and give her health the care and attention it deserves. So, again, wish Alfide all the best. If they're going to be an affiliate, that means he will still show up in stuff as well with Astroline. They're just not under them anymore, right? But they can still do stuff with them from time to time. So they're not completely just disconnected anymore. They don't feel bad or sad or anything like that. They'll still be part of Astroline in a kind of a loose way, right? Of course, also kind of a big update here coming here from Kokui. Kokui says, I'm announcing I've chosen to withdraw from Mythic Talent. That's interesting. I don't know what's going on with that, but all business inquiries are to be sent to my email in my bio. I don't know exactly what's going on with Mythic. I haven't really heard anything, but Kokui is stepping away from Mythic Talent. So there you go, chat. Let me know what you think about that. Very interesting for sure. Speaking of leaving, guys, Centrea is also leaving UTA, United Talent Agency. That's up nothing crazy. Want to let you all know. And any sponsors have departed UTA. Thank you to the team for the help throughout the years. I think she was with them for 3 years. Please use my new business email. I also manage my staff. So here are the 2 people you can reach out to, chat. But yeah, it looks like she's stepping away from that. So again, I don't think it's like a bad thing or anything, chat. It's just, you know, again, it's different. It's just a change. So, of course, in other news, guys, let's go check in here with FSP, talking about their merchandise issues. That is right. Looks like they're having issues or notice regarding fan-made merchandise. So, let's hear what First Stage Production has to say about it, chat.
We have confirmed unauthorized sales of merchandise using our talent's IP, original songs, logos, and fan mascots. While we support fan creations within our derivative works guidelines, commercial sales for profit or designs that may be mistaken as official products are not permitted. If confirmed, we may request removal or suspension.
So normally what happens with a lot of agencies, chat, when you make fan merchandise, they have like certain guidelines, right? So these guidelines apply to derivative works of individuals, authors who have entered into separate agreement with us, and we transfer the copyright of such content to us are also subject to these guidelines. So here's the copyrighted derivative works. So basically there are some things that are prohibited, right? Like creative use of works that are deemed offensive, using reality studios registered trademarks. There are certain rules when you make fan merchandise, right? Now, generally, fan merchandise is always accepted and appreciated. You know, Halu loves fan merchandise. Back in the day, Vshoujo used to love fan merchandise. It's part of anime culture, fan merchandise. So clearly part of VTubing culture by proxy, right? Well, it does look like somebody has violated that. Well, let's go take a look here at what exactly happened. So we recently confirmed the sale and distribution of fan-made merchandise. The uses without permission intellectual property owned by our company, including our affiliated talents IP, original songs, mascots, and other protected assets, such as copyrights and trademarks. So, again, most companies don't mind. There are just some guidelines here, and it seems like somebody broke that. We respect and support creative activities by fans in accordance with our official derivative works guidelines. In particular, the following activities are prohibited: use of our IP in a manner that exceeds the scopes of the guidelines, distributing items with descriptions or designs that may be mistaken by official products, ongoing commercialization for profit, unauthorized use of original songs, logos, fan mascots, etc. So, for anybody that wants to make fan merchandise, it's always best to check. Maybe just reach out and ask. I know that we had reached out to the now defunct, Vshoujo and gotten permissions to make stuff as well for Vshoujo. So we have like Vshoujo merch, chat. Let me see if I can find it here. Yeah, like we have like Shy Lily, Toki Bird, we have like Iron Mouse stuff, Moi Calliope things. So we have like little croc charms and stuff that are Vshoujo related. So you are able to make that merchandise. It's just better to check just in case. But I do know a lot of companies appreciate fan merchandise, and they do enjoy that as well. So just be careful, guys, if you're gonna make that kind of stuff. What's up, Zero? How are you? In other news, guys, we also have a new VTuber agency here, a family, not just a VTuber agency called, I'm guessing this is supposed to be Vakusa. I guess wordplay off Yakuza. But Vakusa actually is a new VTuber agency that's doing things a little bit differently. So
our agency draws inspiration from the Yakuza games and their Oyabun,
that makes sense.
Kobun structure, which translates roughly to parent and child. Since I, Koyuki, design and create all of the models, I'm also referred to as their father. And
okay,
instead
that makes
of
sense.
using senpai and counterhei, we thought it would be more fun
we
and
do
on
have
theme to
plushies on
refer to
YouTubers
each other
called-
as Kyode, Aniki, or Aniki. That's why we call ourselves a family, not because I'm cringe. I'm still cringe.
Yeah, see, in the past, I've always seen that kind of stuff. However, this seems to be just one person kind of overseeing all the models and creating the stuff. Again, this is kind of like a themed agency, right? So here's kind of all the models put together. So I think I kind of get what they're going for, right? It doesn't seem like too yeah, exactly. It doesn't seem like too I don't know, sketchy, right? So they are opening auditions. You can apply as that, apply as a solo or as a group of 4, which is actually kind of crazy. I've never seen anything like that. Again, this is one person kind of overseeing it. So very different from what I've seen before and why I wanted to mention it to you. So certainly go check it out. Seems kind of promising, so I'll keep my eye on it, chat. I'll let you know what I find out, but very different, right? Of course, also we have another agency here, actually, Canadian VTuber company called Next Generation Gamers. Says, hey, gamers, we are Next GG. Corp for Next Generation Gamers. We are a new, fully independent, self-funded Canadian VTuber agency focused on games and gaming culture. Our philosophy is that success is nurtured and growth must be sustainable. Our top priority will be to ensure all of our talents are properly supported. Ultimately, that is what will empower them to build vibrant communities and flourish. Although we are starting off small, we ultimately hope to grow with both our VTubers and you into something big and cool. I like that. Sounds really cool. So, they're gamers. Let's go, chat. So, get pumped for this. Again, I'll let you know more about it. I think it's going to go along, chat, but it looks really cool. Don't most Corbos do gins and waves before. Well, applying in a group before is very different, Gaggle. So again, they are going to be opening up auditions very, very soon. This actually came out. So they'll be opening up auditions tomorrow, chat. So very cool. Yeah, keep an eye on them. I think that's actually awesome. And one more group that is on the block that I want to mention to all of you is Aura Talents. Do you think they have Aura, chat? Aura Talents goes on to see VTuber and content creation group. They just started, right? So it looks like we have some 3 talents as part of this. I'll keep you up to date on what goes on with them, but looks like we have a lot of new groups stepping up into the limelight, which is pretty cool. So very excited to see all that. Very cool. And now we have come to our indie VTuber news, chat. Oh, let me do a stretch here. Oh, goodness gracious. So, I got a question for you, chat, for y'all to think about here for a second. So my collab is at 2 o'clock, and we are definitely not going to have enough news to go on until 2 o'clock. So to fill the time, I was thinking of either doing some reacts, or even like, maybe even doing like a working stream where I work on some stuff. Let me know what y'all would be interested in. Mods, maybe you could run a poll for me. That'd be super cool. But we're gonna, I don't want to end stream, so I think we'll just fill the time. But let me know what you guys are down for. So first up, guys, I do want to talk about Milky. That is right. My sister and Booba, Milky. That is right. Well, Milky recently made a tweet that she apologized for. Now, personally, I feel like this is just something that she probably just didn't know about. Reacting to a working stream. Yes, that's it right there. That's what I'm gonna do. I feel like Milky made this chat. She didn't really know what she was saying here. And it's fine. It's not really that big a video, right? But I did see some people kind of blow this up. So I did want to talk about it at least and hear what your thoughts are. So Milky goes on to say, no, I'm not going to be playing another game. It will only be just chatting, but no other games. So Milky goes on to say, okay, I'm going to vent. I'm sorry. We're going to be playing Halo later today with Tuppy. He actually told me I beat the game, so I figured we could try the last 2 levels on Legendary. That's what she wants to do. So Milky goes on to say, can people stop bitching about AI in video games? Most of the time it's to help her find smaller details and create some aspects of the game. But for God's sakes, like stop virtue signaling, let it go. Let me enjoy my cozy games and sod off. So I do know the AI is very touchy, right? Especially when it comes into games. We had the whole like Claire Obscure controversy. We've had people just straight up create stuff with AI. So it's a very touchy subject, right? Milky goes on to say, stop trying to control people. Stop trying to make people feel bad for liking something. Life is too short for that behavior. I promise you, a smaller developer creating a game that uses minimal use of AI is not taking a job away from somebody else. The game is made by one person. So when it's used instead of being actually creative, it's a problem. Exactly, right? So Milky made this tweet. Some people were kind of blowing it up. Milky decided to make an apology tweet that said, I'm so sorry for being naive about all this. I don't wish to upset anybody. I'm just a very simple-minded person. I find something that makes me happy, and I want to allow myself to be happy without all the other complicated issues tied to it. I'm sorry. Yeah, the issue comes with 2 minutes use as a tool or to replace workflow. Exactly, right? And that's really the nuance in the conversation, right? Is it being used as a tool or is it being used as a replacement? But again, I don't think that Mods, can you tell me what the outcome was? I can't see it. I feel like this wasn't that like big of a deal, to be honest. Like, I feel like it's just one of those things. It requires nuance. Overwhelmingly reacts. Okay, I figured as much. It's really like not that big of a deal of a tweet, chat. I feel like it's just something that every situation requires nuance when it comes to stuff like that. My stance: AI is a tool, not a replacement. You know what I mean? So that's kind of it. That's kind of it. So, I feel like this really wasn't that big of a deal. I know some people kind of blew up over it, but I don't know. I don't find it to be that big of a deal. Do you guys find it to be a big deal? Let me know in the poll. Just type yes if you think it is, or no if you don't think it is. Personally, I don't. Jack's okay. There we go. Awesome. In other news, guys, we're also going to take a look here at what happened with a very cool VTuber. You guys might actually know this VTuber. They took the video down, but this is Goblin Chap. And Goblin actually built a VTuber rig for Bugs Bunny at the Winter Olympics. And he ran into Snoop Dogg. Well, now it's dead. Oh man, I wanted to show you guys. Dang it. I tried to do a workaround, but hold on, let me see if I can do something. Hold on a sec. I might have a little workaround. Yeah, give me a sec. Hold on. Yeah, there might be a little workaround. Let me look. Here we go. Okay, I got you. Here we go, chat.
We sure look
good. Yeah, so anyway, Goblin made this Bugs Bunny that was rigged for the Winter Olympics. And actually ended up meeting Snoop Dogg. But take a look at this. This is so cool.
Get it?
Guys, Snoop Dogg and Bugs Bunny, but here we are.
And that's all, folks. We sure look good together.
Guys, Bugs Bunny is officially a VTuber. I built a real-time animated
I love this
rig
so
of
much.
Bugs
It's
for
so
Winter
fucking
Olympic
badass.
interviews. Motion capture, physics, auto lip sync, and live animation triggers all running together in real time.
Who's on your training playlist?
My training playlist would be October London, Jane Hancock, and a little bit of Snoop Dogg.
Not bad.
Yeah, isn't it fucking so
I'm
cool?
not allowed to say which
The
one of your
future of
songs I got on
VTubing.
repeat.
The rig can be used for live performances or pre-recorded segments, and you can edit the animation after the fact.
Been waiting to meet you for a long time. Let me say this. What's up, Doc?
Not bad, Doc.
I never thought VTubing would lead to Snoop Dogg and Bugs Bunny, but here we are.
And that's all, folks.
It's really cool
Not
that
the
Goblin
slippers,
created this.
But
So
everything else, as you can see,
shut up. Very, very cool. Big congrats to Goblin on that. I don't know why the video got taken down, but I wanted to show you guys because it was just really fucking cool. So, in other news, guys, Intrea being super based, as always. Yeah, random to Rizzler. Blair Bears, who we covered recently, who raised this money for the kids, actually got a donation from Intrea, who donated $1,000 to her. You know, of course, she says it was just another marble stream trying to win $650 for the kiddos, so my notification to receive what and up. And of course, Intrea following and donating $1,000 as well. Huge W. We love to see that. Yeah, exactly. It's a tool, right? It's literally supposed to be used as a tool, but not a replacement. So, but anyway, very awesome. Big W. We love Intrea around here so much. Of course, also, guys, recently Numi released her brand new collab album featuring a bunch of friends. Take a quick listen, guys. Maybe I won't blow your ears out about it with it too. Yeah, we got a song with Suka. We got a song with Vienna. Cute. A song with Camilla. Very cute. We also got a Evil Neuro song. A song with Money. Cute. Bro, I'm not gonna lie, I like the Michi song. It's so cute. very, very awesome. So big congrats. Go check it out, guys. 3 originals and 4 cover songs on her brand new album. So super duper awesome, guys. Numi is always cooking up something special, that's for sure. In other news, guys, I also got to talk to you guys about VTuber teachers. Yeah, I know that sounds crazy, guys, but VTuber teachers are a thing. That's right. Japan is launching a cram school for high schoolers where all the teachers are VTubers. The lessons cover subjects such as math, English, physics, and chemistry, chat. That is so cool. Let's go take a look here at the full article. Japanese company Luminaris announces the opening of the virtual cram school. Well, all instructors are real-life VTubers. That is right. So, Japanese company Luminaris, which operates a cram school in Tokyo, recently announced the opening of virtual cram school Wish High. Their brand new online school in which all the teachers are VTubers. As reported by IT Media News, the company already has experience with VTuber-based educational services, offering, lost my spot, offering courses for middle schoolers and businesses. According to Luminaris, Wish High will be their first ever cram school for high schoolers in Japan, where all classes are taught by VTubers. Officially set to launch on March 1st, which is actually like in a week. That's crazy. The service targets high schoolers who live in rural areas that don't have access to cram schools or don't attend school. Non-attendance is legal in Japan. All of the instructors are VTubers covering high school level subjects such as math, English, physics, chemistry, classic literature, world history, Japanese history, and geography. VTubers have come so far, dude. What's interesting about them, though, is that they're not just educators with animated avatars, but actual VTubers who work as individual content creators and have their own personal channels where they do live streams and playthroughs. So, again, they're content creators that also are teachers, chat. That's so cool. That's so fucking cool. So, VTubers will rule the world. So true. So, you know, ELR, why the fuck am I reading this? You read this, ELR. Do your job.
Of course, despite the service being marketed for high schoolers, the video courses are available to anyone who is willing to learn or brush up their high school knowledge, regardless of age or educational level.
It's cheap too. It's only $65
On top of
a
the
course.
paid monthly lessons,
I mean, it's crazy.
which go for around 9,900 yen, or about $65
That's crazy.
USD. Wish High has also set up a YouTube channel where students can get to know their teachers outside of class. To commemorate the school's grand opening and introduce the new cast of instructors, Wish High will also be holding 2 special live streams this month, where we'll get to see the teachers interact as a full-blown VTuber group while also hearing about their planned curriculums. Virtual Cram School Wish High is set to open on March 1st in Japan only.
I'm not gonna lie, chat. I would actually, if it was outside of Japan, I would absolutely enter into it just to see what it's like. And like do a like YouTube video on it or something, you know, like that sounds so fucking cool. Man, we're really in the future, chat. We're living the dream. The dream is here, chat. That's like so cool. So very excited. I'll let you know if we hear more about this. I will be keeping an ear to the ground because I do want to know more myself about it. This looks really fucking cool. So now, guys, I do want to skip over to talking about one of our big Earth stories today, and that is this crazy chargeback situation, chat. Well, we have a tweet here coming from T-Grade that goes on to say, awareness post of Luna the hyena after receiving the files of her model and leaving me a 5-star review for, you know, her model, right? She has issued a chargeback against me for this amount of money. She's using the excuse of the model having clipping errors, but she's ignored all of my DMs offering to fix the model. Let's take a look. So, documentation of clipping and mesh errors in the model received. No jagged edges or warped on the final product. Hi, why did you send a discussion through PayPal? If there's a problem with the model, I'm able to fix them if you ask me. So, that's kind of weird that they, like, did a PayPal dispute without just asking them to fix the problem before sending the dispute. So, it already seems like a little scammy, but let's see, chat. Maybe there's some redemption here. She escalated a PayPal dispute into a chargeback just after debuting her new model rigged by me, and it's been using the model without a problem since. This post is so artists can be cautious about working with her since she will not hesitate to take the money back I just used the leaving me 5-star reviews as proof. I think it's bogus. They give you no communication having a problem prior. Instead of talking to you, they removed you and tried to get a refund. That is so messed up. That is messed up. Well, Luna actually goes on to answer back to this. So let's go take a look at what they had to say, chat. Again, we're going to decide if this is bogus or not, so give it a chance.
I requested changes on this many times. I did not want to impact your business with a harmful review because I have no qualms with you personally. You have left out my numerous requests for revisions. This model was re-rigged. You have won the dispute for half the amount of the rig, in spite of my belief that you did not provide the requested service. I paid for a tail that was not included, as well as expressions that are missing. The rig I am using is pictured on the right, the one you provided is on the left. While I appreciate that you would have liked more communication, I wanted to move on, and I still do. As stated, pictured here and in additional posts below is everything that was changed about the model, as well as the issues that it had when I received it.
While I appreciate that you would have liked more communication, I want to move on, I still do. But like, if you have a problem, you're supposed to communicate with them. That makes no sense. Living mesh areas and missing hair parameters had to be redone from scratch. Isn't this all art related? Digital context. It is my artwork. I am the artist. The rigger has been paid in full. As far as I'm concerned, the matter is closed. I'm not happy with the product. If repaired will be fully re-rigged. The CMO 3 belongs to me. Yeah, if there were numerous requests for revisions, show them. That's what I'm looking for too. Looking better, still see some wrinkles when she turns some angles when she pokes through. When her paws turn, it just separates. If I need to cut more, please let me know. Hair clips on the muscle at this angle. Here gets in front of the ears. Okay, gotta fix that. I send a file. I'm popping out. A little on the other side as well. Wait, I see this. Yep. Why were you just not? I don't really understand that. Like, it feels like there was a lot of communication that should have taken place, right? Firstly, I haven't won the dispute. It's still ongoing since it's now your bank who will decide to not PayPal. So this certainly got escalated, right? Secondly, you never sent me the tail so I could rig it. I would have done it, of course. So wait, you're like, oh, there's supposed to be a tail that's supposed to include it, but you didn't even send it. I've answered all your requests for revisions during the rigging process. We've had multiple back and forth on what needed fixes and me sending you the files. I'm not saying the model's perfect, but I'm saying I was available to fix errors like I always was. No matter what the circumstances, ghosting me due to chargeback is just wrong. I agree with that. I think it's my take out of this too, chat. Like, look, if you have a problem with the model and you want something fixed, right, chat, you need to communicate it. Instead of just being like, oh, no, I'm done and trying to walk away from it like that. That doesn't make any fucking sense. Like, just communicate with the person. They're your rigger. But instead of like, yeah, and then blocking them on top of that, I don't know, chat. I don't think so. Nah, that doesn't feel right. Yeah, that literally just communicate. And also, like, I mean, I see some of the stuff that you did communicate here, but like, you know, they give them a chance to fix it, you know? Like, just give everybody a chance to make your stuff right. If you don't give anybody a chance to actually fix what you asked them to do, or even include the tail or whatever, yeah, it's just like, filing a chargeback is the weirdest way to go about it. And then blocking them too, like, I don't know, it doesn't feel like you're being very communicative. So, lesson of the day, chat, if you hire somebody to rig your model, just talk to them. If you don't like something, tell them what you don't like. It's not that fucking hard. Like, it's really not hard, Dad. Just talk to your rigger. Tell them what you don't like and let them fucking fix it. It's really not that hard, chat. So, I don't know, dude. This seems like just a big old mess. A big old mess. Seems like the crash about or anything can be done, yeah. And like, I understand if you have an expectation for it to be something and it doesn't quite get there, right? But if you hired somebody, work with them. Like, give them time to make it right. You know what I mean? Like, instead of just crashing out immediately. I don't know, chat. Makes no sense. In other news, let's go take a look here Sayuri had to say recently. Sayuri recently brought up censorship escalates across the EU. New posts flagged as sensitive content are no longer visible on user profiles in certain EU countries. Previously, these posts would still appear with a restricted label. Now they remove entirely from the profile view with no notice or warning. He went on to test in France, Ireland, and Belgium, producing the same outcome. So take a look here at what she found.
Right, first time I make a video for everyone to see and understand what I'm talking about. I have my friend Typo, who made a nice illustration, and I was wondering, damn, where is it? I can't see it anymore. Then I was thinking maybe it got flagged, or deleted, I don't know. So since I reached out to him, he confirmed that it was still available on his account. So when I switched my location with my VPN, the post reappeared, as you can see here.
It's literally
So
just a bikini, dude. Like,
any new sensitive posts are now effectively wiped from people's profile. Here, let me switch to friends to show you. All right. And here is his post, completely gone. It doesn't even say it's age restricted anymore. It's like it never...
I mean, this post by itself, but also, like, that's actually kind of crazy. Then now it's just straight up just erasing that shit, so... Perfect post to show right there, by the way. Oh my god.
Place. But the comments underneath are still available.
Wow, that's actually wild as fuck.
Crazy. We're literally getting censored, guys.
Yeah, no, literally just deleted the fucking tweet. Insane, chat. If you're in the EU, like, get that VPN because they do not want you to I even see somebody in bikini at this point, which is wild. In other news, guys, why am I mentioning this, right? Twitter says that they're going to start suspending accounts that do undisclosed ads. They specifically mentioned gambling, prediction markets, and clipping accounts. Now, this might be a problem because of gamer subs. Undisclosed ads could be a bit of an issue. Again, we got to wait and find out more, but I want to put this on your radar because this could potentially be a bit of an issue. We'll see for sure. I know they're talking about clipping accounts. Yeah, good luck, but we'll see what happens here, chat. I want to bring it up on your radar. That's my job to report it, kind of show you. We'll see what happens with that ultimately. In other news, chat, there is a brand new thing called myoshi.co. And myoshi is actually, essentially people are calling it the VTuber MySpace. Now, I was too young to be on MySpace. I never got on MySpace. But I'm very excited to kind of see this. It looks really cool because there's no algorithm. It only shows you your friend's feed, which is really, really cool and very, very cute. So this is a big thing going around. So if you are a VTuber that is watching right now, I have 5 invite codes. So if you need an invite code, if you are, a larger, medium, small, reputable VTuber that is known, I'm happy to give you one of my codes. Just open a ticket inside my Discord. I'd be glad to give you one if you are actually an established VTuber. Okay, so, but yes, we have VTuber in MySpace. Let's fucking go, chat. Do you feel old yet? Yeah, do you feel old? I love this. I think this is really cool. So I think you'll see more of this in the future, chat. In other news, I know we were just talking about stupid censorship issues. Well, Bipsy is having issues as well, going on with Discord because they've had to get their face scan checks twice, chat. That is right, Discord. I've already passed in the first time. Why bother with another fucking scan? Was I too lucky dodging your first day to breach? We determined you're in the adult age group. I had to do it twice, chat. Absolutely ridiculous. Absolutely ridiculous. Let me know when there's a VTuber bulletin board. Okay, got you. I'm so sorry, Bipsy. Discord is cooked, but we will talk about a big update with Discord because allegedly they stepped away from Persona, which is a big W. So we'll take what we can get right now, chat. In other news, I wanted to show you this really cool new VTuber that I found. called Sing-a-Leak. Now, yes, they do have a My Little Pony model, but this is probably one of the most like Moe Gap like things that I've ever heard. But that is right, guys. A person with a My Little Pony model singing Iron Mouse's music box of fate. Just listen to this. Pony has pipes, chat. So certainly go check him out. I came across this. I'm like, damn, bro, they're cooking. Love that so much. In other news, good news, chat. Let's get some claps, because that is right. Noble pause, lost pause. You guys know Noble. He's basically a VTuber. Come on, guys. That is right. He proposed to his IRL soon-to-be waifu. Congratulations to Noble. Love to see that. Love to see that. Let's go. So cute. Big congrats to him on his engagement. So he's not maidenless. Yes! He's cooking, chat, finally. However, chat, I do gotta give you a little bit of bad news. Maybe you could send some love to Yomi. Yomi actually recently lost all of their VTube studio data over 2 years of work. Streams are canceled for a bit. But here's what happened. Long story short, I had to move some files around to delete some partitions in the drives. We moved all of my Steam files to a new drive, both backing it up and transferring. However, the only files that didn't transfer right were my VTube Studio and B-Bridger files. So this was found out after we wiped the drive they were on. There's no save data. None of that, guys. I mean, 20 models, thousands of hotkeys, background, streamer bot, blinking. I mean, all of that stuff, guys. That's a lot. So just keep Yomi in your heart. And hopefully they get all of it kind of caught up soon. As somebody that lost everything to a hard drive failure, I know exactly how that feels. So hoping the best, Yomi. You got this. In other news, guys, Iron Mouse is actually voice acting in a new game called Bonnie Bear Saves Frog Time with a bunch of other creators. Take a look, guys.
Bonnie Bear, I haven't seen you in a while. Where have you been?
A lot of people you'll recognize in this game, by the way, chat.
I travel across galaxies to study and conquer planets. If you cannot defeat me in frog time, it's over.
Destroy all frogs? But how are we supposed to play a frog time then? A game I've loved since I was a kid with flesh and blood.
Something to do with that frog
What the
game
fuck?
everyone is playing? Well, I heard they're connected to Saint Frog. Oh, that mother frogger.
I'm sorry, Bonnie.
That mother
I cannot
frogger.
control myself. I can't handle defeat that well. My self-worth is too low.
The tongue push never disappoints. Glad I'm not being licked like that.
Mama!
Bro, Sea-Dog is actually such a good narrator. It's kind of crazy.
Sledding is an art that you know nothing about. I, Igor, will show you.
Seeing you out of your treehouse, overcoming whatever's been going on with you, that's kind of inspiring to see.
Bonnie, I've heard you play your guitar.
Yeah, they got a real bear. What do you mean?
So many times now. Show Lee some of your music.
Of course they got a real bear. What do you mean?
Accidentally stumbled upon a majorly important quest. A quest to save Frog Time.
Yeah, I had a feeling.
That you're far away.
Very, very cute. So awesome to see all of these amazing creators step in for this game. So go check it out when it does come out, chat. Bonnie Bear Saves Frog Time. Seems kind of cute. Yeah, very, very cute game. In other news, guys, we also going to talk about this very weird tweet that was like going around. I don't even know what to like say about this, but I'll read it to you. Coming from Rima, says I'm always nervous to type in other VTubers' chats because I always assume my presence was unwelcome. Don't want to disturb them. Rima, I want you to know, I 100% get this. I often will lurk because I don't want to like disrupt their stream or anything like that. So I totally get where you're coming from. Sometimes I just don't want to, sometimes I just want to enjoy the stream and relax, just like everybody else. So I stay quiet. It's really nice when the streamers greet me warmly. Thank you. I know we can all use some positivity lately. And I agree with you 100%. It's like, it's hard sometimes because you don't want to disrupt anybody, but you also want to let them know you're there for them and you're supporting them. So I kind of get where Rima's coming from, but this person's response to this was like really, really strange. So let me read it to you. And I want to hear your thoughts, chat.
Are you seriously telling me that you use your professional VTuber account for casual browsing?
Yeah.
Come on.
Yeah, I do.
We all have personal accounts and outs for basic offsets.
I don't.
Every time you
I
go
don't.
into someone else's stream as your VTuber identity, it is a deliberate choice because for one reason or another you want your VTuber name attached to it. If you just want to participate in someone else's discussion and genuinely don't want to be identified, you would use an alt. I very much doubt that this is a real issue.
Yeah, so fun fact, chat, I don't have alts anymore. Like, I used to have a Twitter, I'm sorry, not a Twitter alt, a Twitch alt, but I got rid of it, like, a long time ago, right? So it's like, why is it always the most aggressive, like, answer back? Like, this is literally Rima just talking about stuff, and then they're like, why such an aggressive answer? Like, does it really matter? Like, I don't understand. And not everybody does have alt accounts, right? So a lot of people started talking about this. You know, Rosie's like, I mean, I think it's valid to feel this way. Trying to feel things out with new people. Online is more unpredictable. As a VTuber, you must definitely have a real life identity and other accounts too. But I mean, that's not true. Like, bro, the only like actual like IRL account that I still have is my Instagram. Like, that's it. You know what I mean? Personally, only having one Twitch account, didn't realize it'd even be seen as an issue to talking to other streamers chat on it. I mean, it's really like, it's not, but I do understand how Rima feels. So I'm like, this is such an aggressive response for like no reason, you know? Yes, I'm Arby Lover 69. That's me. You know what I mean? So other people who say I'm crying, laughing, and really say, come on, we all have personal accounts and alts. Every single one of those YouTuber enterprise just said this.
We. Nintendo?
No,
we?
nigga, we as in us.
Us? Are you talking about
no,
the movie?
Nigga, us as in the U.S.
I'm sorry, I just don't recall bombing anybody. I didn't show.
Fucking Lex Luthor. Why would I make a second account just to watch other people's streams? It's just weird to make my account to watch other people first and become a VTuber second. Only reason to make an alt account is to comment on my own stream to make sure that I'm receiving messages. Yeah, so like, I just don't understand the whole like thought process. Yeah, what's up, Maeve? How are you doing? I don't get it, dude. I really don't get it. So it's just like, why does it matter to you? Like, I don't know. Why? I see this on Twitter all the time, right? People come up with like the most aggressive takes back, and it's like, was that even needed, bro? Like, you know what I mean? Like, really wasn't that big of a deal. So, I don't know, dude. I wanted to share with you guys. Make sure I wasn't too crazy. So, however, chat, we do gotta talk about crazy. And we're gonna talk about somebody that I've been talking about quite a lot recently. And I don't like talking necessarily about this person that much, but we continue to cross lines that I'm just like, I ask myself, I look at my computer screen, my phone screen, and I go, why? Why are we talking about this again? Why are we doing this? Anybody want to take a guess who this is, by the way? Well, buckle your seatbelts, chat, because we're going to be talking about this individual as soon as I take a sip of my coffee. Cinder's just doing her thing. No, it's not Cha-Cha-Chilla. That's right, guys. We're going to be talking about Powder. That is right. So let's go take a look here at Powder recently calling out, of all people in the world, Lucy Pyre. That is right. You guys know Lucy Pyre? I'm sure you know Lucy Pyre, but in case you don't know Lucy Pyre, Lucy Pyre has been around for a very, very long time. I would attribute her content to be kind of almost kind of similar to Nanners. Like, it's very like I'm trying to think of the right. You know what? Let me just pull up Lucy's content. How about that? I think that would explain a lot more. That way you can know Lucy's like content. Hold on. Let me see here. Hold on. I eat NTR and I must have a woman moment about it. My thirst will save Wuthering Waves. How I got rabies. I mean, like, I think you're getting the idea of her content, right? She also makes like really funny songs. She had like one song that was like really funny. How your personality really affects what you play, DJ Girl explains. You kind of get the idea of her content, right, chat? Bro, her songs are... Oh, this one. Yeah, here's the one I was looking for. This is like the most average Lucy content I think you can find.
How's it going, Mina-san? You know, I have a dark, tragic backstory that I think you might relate to. It's a bit
kind of reminds me of like old school nanners.
Each day I play by normie rules. At my best, always keep it cool. And it's been this way since I first started school.
You can never come at a bad time.
I just wanna shout and rock with my 12-inch cocktail. Say with pride without even a shred of doubt. 'Cause the truth is who is best, and I know I'm truly blessed. Every day I see animation.
You get the idea. You get the idea of Lucy's content, right? This is Lucy, right? So she's very fun. She's very like you know, she doesn't mind talking. She's very lewd. She doesn't mind talking about more like abrasive topics. Like she's great. I love her so much. So anyway, chat. Well, we have a call out here from Powder talking about Lucy. So never thought I'd be called a grifter by Lucy Pyre. You're mad people are calling you lean woke because they don't know your political position. Instead of calling me a grifter because you don't like my politics, how about you just leave me alone, dude? And I'm like, did Lucy like say something to Powder? Well, chat, let's, you know, here's some commentary. People say like, but you are a grifter. If you think about it, can any one of your detractors actually explain why they hate you? I watched Lucy in a minute, but she seems different in the past year or so. Context good post, you know. Well, we're all kind of wondering like, what are you talking about, dude? So anyway, let's go take a look at the actual post here, chat. I'm going to turn this up quite a bit because it's very, very quiet. But here is allegedly what the clip is. Now, I want to point out something really quick before I show this to you. Lucy did delete the VOD of this stream, right? Now, is it attributed to what she says here? Probably not at all, right? There was probably something that happened that it resulted in the VOD needing to be taken down, right? Some people are at the stream that can affirm that she didn't say anything about Powder, but nonetheless, I'm going to show it to you. I just want to make sure you understand. Lucy did take down the VOD. That doesn't mean that there's guilt associated with that, right? Anyway, let's continue. Take a listen, guys.
If you're a Vtuber hopeful right here, right now, I just want to let you know, don't do politics. Don't talk about politics. You know, maybe Lucy shouldn't even be talking about politics as much as I guess she kind of sort of is maybe a little bit right now. But don't do it. Don't do it. You know, like making a couple jokes here and there is fine. Don't do politics.
I'm going to play it for you one more time because it's really, really quiet, chat. Listen to it again.
If you're a Vtuber hopeful right here, right now, I just want to let you know, don't do politics. Don't talk about politics. You know, maybe Lucy shouldn't even be talking about politics as much as I guess she kind of sort of is maybe a little bit right now. But don't do it. Don't do it. You know, like making a couple jokes here and there is fine. Don't do politics. Everything.
So I'm having a hard time understanding how Lucy called you a grifter. Like, am I missing something, chat? Like, wait, where did Lucy call you a grifter? She said, don't talk about politics. Like, it's a very generalized statement. You know what I mean? That's like, it's a very broad, generalized statement. Like, that's like, don't play Souls games. They suck. And you'd be like getting offended by it. Be like, oh my God, how dare you tell me not to play Souls games? They're the best games ever. Like, what is this? Like, why did you make this post? You know what I mean? And so here we have what I told you guys the other day. Do you guys remember? I called this. So there's a little bit of history here, and there's also something that I called it as well. When you go down the line, when you start doing this rage baiting type content, right? Very controversial stuff. You have to constantly stir drama, and you have to constantly cause problems, right? And so here we are, chat. Another moment where she is having to stir up problems again and again and again and again and again and again and again, just to stay controversial, just to stay relevant. Whatever reason, right, is in her head. I don't know what it is, but I would say probably just to stay controversial or relevant. But to go after Lucy for something that's a very generalized statement really makes no sense, right? On top of that, too, like, he's not telling you you're mad because people call you lean woke because they don't know your political position instead of it being a grifter because you don't like my politics. I mean, dude, you're welcome to talk about politics, you can do what you want. It's just, it's a generalized statement, right? Like, I think if anything, it's kind of like Emery said, like, why are you going to a streamer to tell you about politics? Like, you can share your opinion about it, but what makes you the most qualified person in the room to talk about politics, right? Again, we're just falling into this thing where she's trying to be as controversial and as inflammatory as possible, right? On top of this too, chat, I want to add to you something. She has a history of this, right? Because tell me about one other time that she jumped to a conclusion and went after somebody else. Historically, chat, it's almost like there was a time where she accused somebody of copying her and her model and went on the attack and assumed stuff about them and immediately pitched a big fit about it. It's like history is repeating itself, dude. We're just watching it happen again. Yeah, the quote-unquote copycat. So I'm like, what was the point of this tweet? Like, what were you hoping to accomplish? You know what I mean? Like, again, you having to go farther and farther down the rabbit hole to stir up more controversy, it's not going to end well for you. You know what I mean? So, like, you're also making an issue about a generalization, right? That didn't even directly target you or address you at all. But why is it an issue to you? If she says, oh, generalized statement, don't talk about politics, you'll be like, oh, I like to talk about politics and move on with your life. But instead you're like, oh, she called me a grifter. She didn't say that, dude. She never even said that. Like, that makes no sense. Like, you're just taking something so broad and applying it to yourself. Like, oh my God, you know, I really just, you know, hate Pepsi. And it's like, well, I drink Pepsi, so you must hate me. Like, that makes no sense.
Back then, famous people did something stupid like driving drunk or getting addicted to drugs to get attention. Nowadays, looks like that is enough. Sadly, there is no rehab center for grifting.
It's crazy. So, like I don't see any evidence anywhere of Lucy expressing, like, hostility towards political VTubers or anybody that's political in general, right? I mean, feel free to prove me wrong. If that's the case, I'm open to hear about that. That's just a minor note that would not change my overall opinion anyway. But again, I don't see any evidence of her being, you know, hostile towards any type of politics or political VTubers, etc., right? So, it's the mentality of rage baiting just so you get clicks, views, or sell merchandise and play the victim card. Yep. And it sucks because, again, chat, here I am talking about her again and again and again, and she gets what she wants out of it. She gets to be on my news show. She gets to, you know, have her face plastered up on the thumbnail or whatever, right? But it's like, I'm at a point where I'm like, I just feel like we have to talk about it because it's like fucking like, you know, Breaking Bad. It's like, you can't keep getting away with this. It just feels that way, dude. It's like, how many times are you just gonna keep doing this? Like, yeah, and the irony is this act is this scripting. It's just like, you can't keep getting away with this. I'm with the chatty Lucy generally is only hostile people doing stupid things. Exactly. So, yeah, like Lucy's friends with Alana. Again, is there a history of her being hostile towards political VTubers, right? She's giving her opinion, hey, don't do politics because it'll probably burn, you'll crash and burn for it, right? And that's not the case with everybody, right? It's a generalized statement, but again, applying it to yourself just for clicks, I mean, clearly worked, right? You got what you wanted out of it, but the problem is when you cry wolf like this, when you keep doing it enough times, people are going to stop believing you. So really, if anything, you're damaging your brand as a whole by not establishing the fact that people can trust you, right? Because when they look at this and then they look at the clip, they're going to see there's a direct, you know, they're clashing, right? There's no correlation between your statement and what was said. So it just makes you look worse in the end. I just don't get it, chat. I don't get it anymore, dude. I'm lost. I don't get it. I just don't know what to say anymore, dude. Like, I don't know, chat. Especially since people are finally starting to get sick and tired of content creators acting like grifters, chat. That was thinking foundation's not her future. She will just be, yeah, probably some. I don't know, dude. I mean, her reach certainly extends off of Twitter as well, right? So, it's just kind of like, I just don't understand her. I have a hard time empathizing with Powder at all here. So, want to bring it to your attention, chat, show it to you. But how do you feel about this? What are your thoughts? Would love to hear, of course, how you feel about it. See, that's a problem, Dan. So, like, if I ignore it, then I'm kind of just letting it happen. But also, if I talk about it, I'm giving her attention. So I think I'm going to have to try and find the balance, right? Maybe certain stuff I won't talk about. Maybe other stuff I will. But I feel like going after Lucy is just, that makes no sense, right? But then it doesn't matter if it's quick or not. It's more about on or off, right? Are you doing or not doing? So I don't think it's anybody in the Discord telling people to dark pop Powder. We'll basically decide to ignore, yeah. I like Powder. I truly and honestly have no idea how you could. I'm gonna be honest, like, I do not understand. As much as I've shown about her history of wishing harm towards others, I'm just like, I don't get it, dude. I can never empathize with your position. I mean, even like this, like Red as a fan, right? What do you think about this? Do you look at this and just go, oh yeah, super base? Like, of course not. It's clearly contradictory. Like, it's just a generalized statement and she's trying to apply it to herself. So I would really ask you, like, how do you look at this post and be like, oh my god, Powder is a very emotionally intelligent streamer, right? Well, you don't just watch her and know her beyond the drama, so I get why you don't get it. But see, Leader, that's not true. Because I used to watch her all the time. That's actually you failing and ignoring that fact actually disarms your argument even more, because I used to watch her before she got this way. You know what I mean? And I also interviewed her and had her on and asked her questions. Used to watch her? Well, of course not. Why would I? You know? Yeah, exactly. It's not like Lucy directly called her out. But let me ask you a question, Leader. What would watching her recently clear up as far as her moral fiber in her character? That's the question right now, Leader. What would watching her right now clear up about her moral fiber and her character as a person? Explain that to me. If you're going to make that argument that I need to watch her more recently, then you also have to answer me that. You say I don't get it. But what is there to get? What little inkling of information would you have from her live streams that would change somebody's perception? But I'm going to call out bad behavior. It's now, I think you got moments. Instead of being genuine, this is my problem with her. She operate from a high BDD position, but gets old after a while. I mean, like, those really at this point, it's more just like, it's a pattern of behavior, right? So, talk about what she believes in. You see what she constantly thinks. How she acts just beyond the clips of drama. You not see more than these bits. Don't give you a full picture. Here's the thing, though, Leader. When you say, oh, you don't get a full picture of what she believes and stuff like that. So, do you think, in your truest heart of hearts, do you think that this was needed? That's a question. Just because she believes it doesn't make it right. So yeah, it's farming. Exactly. It's literally farming. But no, I'm gonna let Leader speak. I'm gonna let him try to explain himself. Because my full picture of Powder is from... I'm gonna let Leader explain, actually. I'm gonna let Leader answer before I give you my picture of Powder. I'll give that to you first. I need to watch every day to know that she wasn't needed in drama baiting, exactly. Oh no, Strassa, I love this. I love when people tie themselves in knots. So I'm like, yeah, answer. You know what I mean? Like, please give me your argument. I would love to hear you. I'm always up to listening to your arguments, but you better come with a good one because I have a lot of things too. You know what I mean? So I think leaders out. So I'll give you my picture of a powder. Yeah, I'll give you my stuff. Powder. Here's my picture of powder. Year and a half, 2 years ago, right? We had the drama with the model copying, right? She went after somebody, unfounded. She attacked this person, unfounded. And then she proceeded to come onto my stream and say, hey, guess what? I intended to cause harm to them. Hello? Why did my mic come out? That is my picture of her. I don't like a situation this. So before I'm neutral on this, is eating while you went over this, but I didn't give you a full picture of her. To be fair, I'm not making an argument based on this post. Well, you're making an argument, so what post do you want to make it off of? Because I'm talking about her whole entire history. So if you're talking about now, why can't we talk about her history as well? You can't be neutral on it. I'm sorry, you can't. You've already stated that if I were to look at her recent streams, that it would change my perception of her. So prove it to me. I'm asking for you to prove that to me. Because my picture right now is of her wishing harm on other people directly. This is what she said in her interview. I wish harm towards that person. That's what she said. Rev reported on it as well, right? That is the picture of the person that I have. The picture I have of Powder is that going on to do these other, racist memes, making minorities the butt of a joke, going on to, the thing with the artist, right? I put that up on the shelf because, to be fair to her, the artist did do too much, which I will absolutely give her, right? But to go on and make these types of memes, to go on and do this stuff with Lucy, that's my full picture. What's yours? Please, if she has something in her recent streams that really would just, change the fiber of her character, by all means. But what I see is a history and those actions repeating themselves. That's what I see. I wonder if my mic is dying, chat. Every once in a while, it just like cuts out. I wonder if I need a new XLR cable. Yeah, I think I might order another XLR cable. So please, tell me. It's just her history repeating itself over and over. Your mic can't handle truth. Yeah, exactly. I mean, again, show me her history of... How do I prove it to you without giving you evidence? I'm not sure what you want me to say. I'm asking you to give me evidence. That's what I'm telling you, leader. Give me the evidence. Throw me links in chat. I'll look at them. But where is your evidence? That's what I'm asking you for. How do I prove it to you without giving you evidence? Give me evidence. That's what I'm asking for. Again, I think it's very disingenuous to ignore her past. I think it's very disingenuous to ignore the past things she's done, where she continues to repeat a lot of those same actions over and over again. You know what I mean? I have links on hand, like what the fuck. That's fine, leader. That's okay. If you want to give those to me anytime in the Discord, totally open for that. I understand that I hit you with this, so that's fine, dude. I totally understand. You need time to prepare, and that's okay. But I am going to ask you another question. Based on the things that you've seen about her history, do you think that her moral fiber has changed? Yes or no? I mean, Red, I don't think she's racist, to be honest. I think that it's wrong to make minorities the butt of a joke, though. You know what I mean? Like, there was no reason to say that about the Black VTuber Awards, you know? I don't know if she's entirely racist, but I will say that she has a history of morally questionable behavior, so... Exactly. But now we're at a point. Yeah, now we're at a point, right? Where we're getting where she has to be more controversial, right? Gotta keep digging in the hole. Gotta keep pulling in random people. Gotta be as controversial as possible, right? And it's just like, dude, you're really going down the wrong path. Well, I don't think she's as bad as she was 2 years ago. But let me ask you a question, leader. When I told you that she said that she intended harm towards somebody and went after them, right? Do you not see the similarity of accusing one person of something from 2 years ago and this post right here? Actually, this post right here proves to me that she hasn't changed at all, because she continues to go after people that didn't even address her and continues to try to insert herself into situations that don't even involve her. If anything, this is almost repeated behavior from 2 years ago. She's not more chill. She hasn't let up. I disagree with you. So if there's something in some recent stream that you can, hit me with, that would change my mind, absolutely. But I really heavily doubt that you have anything that you could show me in one stream that would change my mind. Even if I watched a stream of hers, whoop-de-doo if she's chill on stream, she's still doing this stuff on Twitter. You know what I mean? Like, so one doesn't cancel the other. I'm asking this. Do you think it's okay to make jokes about a minority if you are the minority? I think it's more acceptable. I don't think that you should be making jokes like that, period. I would never make that. You know what I mean? I would never do that personally. And like, why are you going after... I've seen these people go after Lucy. I'm like, why? So I guess my answer to you is I would personally never make a joke like that because I think that's wrong. I do know some people that make like really edgy jokes and stuff like that. And I know that there's a market for that, right? I get that. That's just not something that I would ever do. Definitely a big difference between how someone's like on a stream compared to how they're on social media. Demos are grifters aside of a powder are critical drinker, tactical, Templar, tech tom. I mean, yeah, there's other people that do similar stuff, right? I get up with their jokes, actually racism or jokes. I've heard plenty of jokes about Mexicans. I don't get offended, although I know that's just me. I mean, like, so here's the thing, Red. When does it become just a joke and a meme, and when does it become actually serious, right? And I think proving through her history and showing you this other stuff as well, I think there's intentionality, right? And it's made to be as controversial as possible and made to be as inflammatory as possible, right? Sure, and that's fine, leader. I totally get that. My brother's the same way. He really loves the fucked up jokes and edginess, but I'm not talking about jokes or memes. I'm talking about your moral character and your moral fiber. And that's the question. And showing a person is made up of their actions, not their words. And these types of actions, to me, do not show somebody that has outstanding moral fiber, right? That's it. I'm gonna take a sip of my my tea for a sec. Yeah, I hope my microphone isn't like fucking dying or something. I might have to get a new XLR cable. Yeah, the whole thing like with the watermelon, like that was completely unneeded, right? When you make jokes like this, there's two types of people laugh and doesn't say it's funny, it's wrong. Doesn't say it's funny because it's true. And again, I know other people are okay with stuff like this, and that's fine. If that's your stuff that you want to watch, that's totally okay. But I think that it is very disingenuous for you to sit here and argue that, oh, she's done nothing wrong. That's entirely untrue. Like, that's just factually untrue. Yeah, she didn't even mention powder at all. So that's what I'm saying about this. It's like, he didn't even mention powder at all. It's just a broad generalization. So for you to sit there and take somebody who's never has any evidence of expressing hostility towards political VTubers in general, this doesn't make sense, you know? Yeah, exactly, Appy. Also, hi, Appy. How are you? Yep. Exactly. Right on the nose, 7. I think the people that enjoy Pat or whatever, it's your prerogative, right? But I think also, if you're going to stick your head in the sand and try to be disingenuous, then I'm going to call you out on that. Because it's one thing for you to say, well, I look at everything she did and I'm okay with that, right? Well, okay, that's a different conversation, right? But if you just go, well, I'm just going to ignore it, that's a different problem, right? You sit there and be disingenuous about what she is doing, what she has done, that's wrong in my book. I mean, honestly, I came close to talking about a news organization about a racist post. I decided against it to be not a thing to do as a member of the R Army. I mean, it's just, it's not going to stop, you know? She's just going to keep going. You know what I mean? Yeah, she's just going to keep going. It won't stop. Okay, that's fair, but that's on me. I just didn't know about this specific new drama because I've been very busy. But you knew about the old drama. If you know about the old drama, then that would... Okay, so in my book, if you know about the old drama, right, you would want to look into her stuff, right? And you'd be like, okay, what's going on, right? And that is on you to do your research, right? And you may not be able to do all that, but it is up to you to look at, if this old thing happened, are they continuing to do it, right? That's like the bare minimum, at least in my book. Yeah, I think she's just heading down a path, you know? There's sometimes there's paths where the ending isn't that great, and I feel like that's where she's going to end up because, again, you have to be more and more controversial. You have to pull up more and more people into it, etc., right? So we're past the point of having a conversation in good faith, right? I mean, even on top of that, like, why are you using AI art for everything? You know, like, that's already another thing. On my end, that I'm just like, artists make up who you are. Why would you use AI art? I don't get it. I don't get it, chat. Anyway, that is the Patter stuff. How do you feel about all this? Do you think that Patter's in the right? Do you feel like she's in the wrong? What's your thoughts, chat? I would love to know. The last with the stream, she's as bad as people say, in my opinion. But leader, what's funny about that is you're only referencing streams. You're not referencing all of her other behavior outside of streams. Because, fun fact, I've actually seen lots of clips of her recent streams, right? And a lot of people tell me that she's very chill on stream, such like that. But again, just because you're chill on stream doesn't acknowledge everything else you've done everywhere. I saw other VTubers saying Lucy is telling them what to do, but they're like, you have to be intentionally ignorant to think that. Third, she says don't do politics as VTuber, but she's obviously not telling people what to do. It's a strong suggestion. Exactly. She's also right, you will 100% alienate. Yeah, it's just, honestly, it's just sound advice. That's all it is. I feel like also it by itself referencing her stream as your argument of, oh, well, she's not that bad, is actually pretty counterintuitive because all of her inflammatory stuff is pretty much mostly from either like those TikTok clips or her Twitter, right? So, I mean, it's almost like backwards too. Like, so if Lucy is not allowed to tell you to not talk about politics, why should you be allowed to tell her that she's not allowed to tell you to not talk about politics? I know this seems really confusing, but like, it's kind of like a double standard almost. Like, if she's not allowed to tell you one thing, why are you allowed to tell her the opposite? You know what I mean? Like, there's kind of something you have to like balance there a little bit sometimes. It was a really confusing statement to say, so I hope you understood what I meant. Yeah, it was really confusing to like, actually like spit out. You know what I mean? So, I don't know, dude. It's really sad. You know what I mean? Like, I said this the other day on stream when Mishi was here, but I used to love Patter. I really did. I loved her content. I used to be there all the time. I would lurk in her streams, but it's just, I feel like it's just somebody that got attention and they decided just, you know, fucking, jump head first into the pool. And it's like, sometimes it's not a good idea, right? So, I don't know, chat. Here we are. Speaking of, that's a pretty good segue into something I want to talk about here. Kind of frequently goes all out of her way to share the worst of herself on Twitter. Doesn't matter. She's only chill on stream. She intentionally markets the worst of herself to people. Yeah, I think just going, oh yeah, you know, she's super chill on stream. It's like, well, that's not the full picture. Yeah, I mean, do your research. That's all I'm saying. But I will say, if you're going to present an argument, I assume that you're going to have the facts ready. If you don't, that's fine. I'll give you time for it. You know, hit me up in the Discord. You know, give me a ping. That's fine. I'll accept it. But I do expect an argument, right? So, you got an argument, you got to bring all the facts to you. Anyway, speaking of, you know, more drama, let's talk here for a second about Binted, not invented, Binted, making a list here of what they call based VTubers chat. And in this, they go on to tag all these people here. I want to point out a few here. Cha-Cha. All of these people here. Hold on, let me pull this little one here. Feel like Cha-Cha in here, right? We also have like Vebe, Silvervale, a bunch of other people, right, chat? Some people I'm not even familiar with. So, okay, awesome. Wonderful, right? So, you know, these are just people that they're like, all are based and want to support. Whatever, right? That's fine. If you like a lot of these people, awesome. If you don't, that's fine too. Billions on there, right? Cha-Cha, like, awesome. Okay, so, whatever. This is your list of people you enjoy. That's great. So why do you feel like you need to make a post that says free Blocklist? Bro, what has Vebe or Silverbell done? Whereas Vebe said was like, say the R word, and even then, like, that was more just like, hey, don't do that. You know, and then like, now we have Cha-Cha and Philly, and like, what did they do? Why do they need to be blocked? Like, now we're getting into the same problem we had the other day where, you guys remember that one streamer, I forget his name, right? He was like, oh, block all these people, and I was on that list. I'm like, what? And then he went on to like backtrack. I'm like, dude, okay, look, here's the thing. Are you telling me that if you're going to say free Blacklist, every person on this list has to be horrible, right? You're telling me that Silvervale is a horrible person. That makes no sense. Like, what? This makes no fucking sense. Like, you can't just sit there and be like, oh, free Blacklist, when there's people on there that are just, like, not even a problem at all. Like, it makes absolutely no sense. Like, I understand if you don't like people, but, like, this just makes absolutely zero sense to try to, like, put out there, right? And try to be like, oh, yeah, like, I don't know if they're virtue signaling or whatever, but, like, it's just like, look, dude, if you're going to make a statement like that, you got to make sure everybody on this list is part of the problem, right? That would be my feedback to you if you're going to make a post like this. Because what happens is a bunch of people, you know, start talking about it, right, chat? You know, you have, like, Rev brings it up. Kasahana brings it up. And the thing is, like, you can't just throw that out there without checking into it. You know what I mean? Like, they haven't done anything, so... Some of them have not, right? I mean, some of the people on the list, I understand, I get where you're coming from. I'm not here to touch on that. I'm not even going to get into that right now, but I get where you're coming from on certain people on the list, right? But there are other people that I'm just like, why did you put them on there? That makes no sense. You know what I mean? Like, absolutely no sense. So, and again, they're going on to talk about, like, you know, people are talking about them, but at the same time, you should acknowledge that if you're going to make something like this, you got to make sure everybody on there is bad. You know what I mean? That's all I'm saying. So, on top of this, though, something that came out of this list, chat, was this right here. Flabberjiggles made this spreadsheet. And this is kind of like, I don't know if this is a meme or it's a funny. I think it's kind of funny, to be honest, but, you know, they have, like, all these VTubers and their names, and they're like, oh, woke, unclear, lean woke, presume woke, chud. Like, I don't know. I take it as a meme. I think it's kind of funny. I'm living in the shadows, by the way, chat. If you don't know, we're gonna scroll back up to me. Let's see here. Where am I? Apparently I'm unclear, chat. Apparently I'm unclear. Yeah, I'm living in the shadows, chat. That says Chud. Like, I figured it'd be a little bit more clear, but you know, it's fine. I'll be honest, I don't really care for labels anyway. Like, it's whatever. You know what I mean? Like, yeah, yes. The lady that is literally a lesbian, I wonder what their political beliefs are. I mean, it doesn't matter though. Like, I don't really care for labels that much. Honestly, it doesn't really. What is lean? Well, lean is when you take sleep syrup and Sprite and mix it together. You'll notice that the most successful VTubers in the list are unclear. I mean, like, honestly, if you want to know how I feel, like, let's say I was talking to the person that made this, right? I'll be honest, I try to look at every situation in a brand new light. I don't care who you were before or whatever, right? In a new situation, I'm going to look at it separately. And then, you know, I might include some past stuff that comes up, but I try to be as non-biased as possible, right? I try to be as sympathetic to other sides as possible. I do my best with that, right? I really do try. So if that's unclear, I mean, I guess that's fine. I don't know. I don't really care for the labels anyway. Whatever you want to say. If you said I was like super right-wing grift or whatever, well, whatever. I know what I am. It doesn't really matter what you think. But I think that my actions are pretty clear, right? Yeah, how do I make this? Yeah, I just like, I mean, it's fine. It's whatever. Like, unclear. Yeah, sure. It's probably because like, I'm very much a centralist. I see a lot of both sides. And people be like, oh, you're a fence sitter. Well, honestly, I'd rather see both sides than just be like, oh, it's only this every time, you know? So, yeah, I mean, unclear, yeah. I just wanted to share this with you again. I think it's supposed to be like a meme or something. I think it's funny. I think it's fun. Oh, go take a look at it if you want. I feel like I'm looking at a Pokemon chart, yeah. I consider myself a socially politically progressive person, but I hate the tribalism and guilty by association, yeah. Exactly. That's why I always like nuance. That's why I don't care for any type of, you know, tag or label. It's whatever to me. It doesn't matter, human, but that's what people will say. You know, it's you notice a lot of people that do stuff really lean that are like bigger, right? They lean only to one side constantly, right? And I just can't do that. I literally cannot. So how you thinking for the brain, kitty? What's up, sweetheart? How are you? Welcome to the stream. My name is elara Heavy Metal Up, and today we are talking about some VTuber news. And speaking of VTuber news, you came in on a great story to discuss. Yeah, I don't like extremes as well either. Like, I want to look at all sides. Like, a great example, Powder, right? Yeah, I think the Powder's done a lot of shit wrong. But the whole thing with the artist, I feel like the artist did too much. That's nuance, right? I feel like she did not, you know, really do super wrong in that situation. She could have done some things different. But to be fair, right? I got to give her that one. However, all the other stuff I don't. That's nuance, right? So why is Solon on there? Because Solon's base. But anyway, let's go take a look here at the new V-Cards. Hi, thank you so much for the raid, sweetheart. What'd you do today? Anyway, we have the new V-Card announcement called Corrupted Chaos. Let's take a look at that. Holy loud. Yay, Doki! I'm excited. I mean, that's why we're here, Five. We like to talk a lot about nuance and treat it that way. Nice, excited for the Vex one. Anyway, chat, I am going to back this up a little bit because I want to show you, of course, this Shy Lily one, which is the new, like, evil one, right? It's got little horns. Kind of like a very, like, typical anime trope. You know, horns, big booba, albedo, kind of, you know, like, overlord type of, like, look to it. It looks great. I love this very much. Awesome stuff. Now, chat, there is one VTuber, though, that is missing from this release. Who is it, chat? There's one, yeah, very succubus, like, anime trope. There is one VTuber missing from this chat. And everybody's crashing out about. No, it's not me. Not everybody's crashing out about me. Although I do appreciate it. I was playing PC Black Flag and that awesome makes you sick. How is that? I would love my own card. I would. I've talked to Gamer Subs about it before. Maybe one day, chat. I'm just, you know, I'm not big enough. Yeah, I'm not big enough. So, anyway, so yes, that is right, chat. Unfortunately, Cinder is missing, and people decided to make this a fucking problem. I love how you'll keep lying and just gaslight the people who want Cinder back. Y'all are cowards, freaks, shit stains, and support shitbag human beings who care about nothing but influence and power. Go to hell. Dude, why did you even expect for there to be a Cinder card in this at all? Why did you expect that at all? That makes no sense. I don't understand, dude. That makes no sense. Yeah, what a fucking overreaction. Like, dude, chill the fuck out. Cinder's not even like doing stuff with Gamer Subs anymore in that capacity. He doesn't want to. They go on to say Shy Lily's model just looks like Cinder's demon model. Yes, it was made by this shitbag Nano, but still imagine being a cheap imitation of your competition. Dude, that's why I showed you this. I'm like, it doesn't look anything like her. What are you talking about? But everybody is, of course, crashing out about this chat. Oh, I forgot to tell you. Fuck, there was something else I wanted to tell you guys as well. About the powder thing. Hold on, back up. Uridil actually said this, right? This is a huge stretch. You're the only one who brought attention to this with nothing showing she ever mentioned you. Maybe she did the same thing you asked. Leave Lucy alone. Agree, Erndum. 100%. Thank you for saying that, Erndum. I agree with you. On top of that, though, I do want to point out something that was kind of crazy. This person says, I think the Patter VTuber buying followers because why was I following her, even though I've never seen her on TikTok? I will tell you 100%. Patter used to have actually she still does, have a really, really big TikTok. She blew up back in the early days of TikTok. This following count is absolutely true. It's 100% real. So I don't think that trying to placate her and be like, oh, your followers are fake. Like, nope. She legitimately earned these. She really did. Back in the day when she used to do more of the 3D stuff, different content, she absolutely earned all of these followers. She really, really did. So just want to make sure that that was straightened out. Okay, sorry. Back to the V-card stuff. Oh, yeah. No, they're real. It says, we know that you know. Both. Based V-card. What does this mean? We know that you know. We know that you know that she's not going to be featured in the next set? Like, nothing but lies. And, of course, they go on to reference the, the stuff you're talking about, the card that was never used. Again, I think that this is becoming way too much. People are attacking people out of it. They're like, oh my god, Cinder's not getting a card. Dude, why would you ever expect in a million years for a Cinder to actually get a card? You know what I mean? Like, I think at this point that is just a foolish way of thinking, right? Cinder clearly stepped away from, Gamer Slaps. On top of that, she dropped a lot of information in here, about like V-card. Maybe that caused a problem. We don't know behind the scenes, right? Maybe it violated an NDA. I doubt that, but, just throwing a hypothetical out there. So I'm like, I just don't understand exactly, like, why we even expected her to have a card in the first place, and now we're freaking out. But, Pyropup Center
they're not only mad that Cinder isn't returning, but they're also mad that Vcard in the Reddit AMA said the reason she wasn't in set 2 was because she wasn't active, but she gave a different reason in her doc. Meanwhile, they have Baby, who is on hiatus but is in set 3. So they're seeing it as a double standard in the selection process.
Gotcha.
Doesn't excuse this, but give you an idea of the motive. Also, they want revenge, plain and simple, on everyone.
It's still unfounded, right? I mean, at the time, the reason that they said in the AMA, right, that she wasn't creating content they didn't know, is because they didn't know she was still gone completely, right? They probably, her stepping away in the past, they didn't know what she was going to do going forward. It was more, it was better for them to wait and kind of see how things played out in that moment, right? But I think that there's a lot of nuance that you have to look at her document and look at the AMA and understand what that actually meant. But people are just taking it at face value, and that's not necessarily the thing, right? I've seen claims she goes to them for set 2. I mean, like, just again, I don't understand why you expected her to be in this next set. Like, at all. Like, period, right? Like, just with everything that happened before, it wouldn't really make sense. It'd be very controversial. But people are just really upset about it. And again, I don't understand why, even looking at the AMA and looking at Bebe as well, there's clearly more to their original statement. So why are you just not having a problem, right? Yeah, exactly. It takes months of getting all that shit together, right? The logistics are wild for that. Yeah, it's unrealistic expectation to be honest. So anyway, Pyro Pup Center to the rescue. Talking about this, I gotta say, chat, you know, I'm not a Cinder fan, but I do respect Pyro Pup Center. I really do feel like that they have their head on straight. You know, I really feel like they have very strong and good takes that I agree with quite often, more than not. So let's take a listen to what they had to say.
I was outside, so I couldn't do this sooner. But even when I was outside, it was brought to my attention what was happening here. First of all, I want to say, I get it. I get why you all are angry.
Yeah, I mean, she's still partnered with them, but
and
he's no longer owner,
you
right?
are entitled to your feelings.
He stepped away in a large capacity.
I'm not here to tell you how you should feel.
Yeah, she stepped away in a very large capacity. That's basically all I'm saying, right? Like, yeah, she still has stuff with gamer subs, but nonetheless, it's in very reduced capacity. So, right, exactly. She's just a partner, not an owner. So, anyway, let's continue.
That being said, this is absolutely not the way to show your
agree.
emotions. I truly understand the disappointment. But leaving a comment expressing it peacefully would have been enough.
Yep.
I'm not trying to patronize you, but I'm not going to sugarcoat it either.
Yep.
I'm just going to ask you something.
I love this. Again, they're so base, dude. Whoever runs this account.
Do you really think that
is
what you are
honestly
doing
like-
is making Cinder happy?
I love
Do
them.
you Pyro Pups think she finds some kind of joy or amusement in watching us harass others?
Nope.
No. She expressed it clearly. She doesn't like when this happens.
Yeah, very
And she has said
level-headed.
it before that if you attack people in her name, you are not a Pyro
Yep.
Pup.
Exactly. She's been very adamant that you don't go after anybody else, and you guys just keep
This
to
is
your
not
own.
the way we do this. We do not express our opinions by tearing others' work apart. We do not make Cinder look good at the expense of others. And we do not turn something she said into a hurtful hashtag. I get it, okay. I also was excited for the chance of her getting a new card with great artwork just like the other VTubers got.
I agree with you, Double, and this is why a lot of the times when people are like, oh, you're sending your fans to attack me. I'm like, I don't know if that's entirely true, right? Like, can you prove that? You know what I mean? But I agree with you, where the fan base is, in my opinion, more level-headed than what they're fans of.
But we cannot lash out just because something we do not control did not go as we planned it. If you truly want to support Cinder, then use her code Cinder on Gamers
exactly.
Ups when buying something you want, including the Vcard packages. In the end, you are free to do whatever you want. But please know that what you are doing right now is not helping Cinder. Pyro Pup Center.
I honestly feel bad for the Pyro Pup Center. Cinder's mods are the Reddit Cinder herself. Because they have to deal with this shit again. Exactly. Like, it just sucks because whether they are Pyro Pups or not or whatever, right? I doubt they actually are, right? They're just angry people on the internet. It's like, you gotta understand, dude, that you don't get to make that call. You know what I mean? Like, there is so much planning. There's so much logistics that go into it. On top of that, you know, this probably happened a long time ago. Even when they're trying to figure out shit between what's going on with Cinder for the next set. I mean, we don't know how far back the timeline goes. But on top of that, too, like, I just don't realistically, looking from a business perspective, see why Gamer Subs would want to work with Cinder to make a new card. It's just going to cause more controversy, right? You know what I mean? And even think about it from a branding standpoint. Let's talk about this for a moment, right, chat? Let's talk about this from a branding standpoint. Imagine that you are getting cards, right? and you go and play the game, right? Let's see. Hello? I think my microphone is going out, chat. That sucks. Yeah, I think I might have to get a new microphone. Oh god, that sucks. Wait, I never cut out? Wait, what? Oh, I thought I cut out. Oh, that means my headphones are going out. That would make a lot more sense. Okay, hold on. That would make a lot more sense, actually. But like, what the fuck? All right, that makes a lot more sense. Yeah, that makes a lot more sense. First time you mentioned it back, there was a blip. This time there was nothing. Oh, okay, I think it's my headphones. Yeah, I think it's my headphones. Okay, anyway, sorry guys. Yeah, deserved. Took it out, I never caught it. Gotcha. I'll definitely check my headphones later, but I thought I still heard music. So, hold on, I'm gonna do something really quick. I'm gonna check something. I'm just gonna move my microphone around for a bit. See if it does anything. Bro, I feel like I just bought these headphones, so like I really don't want to okay, it's my headphones because I'm moving my mic around like crazy right now. Like I'm moving it up and down, and bro, that sucks. I just got these headphones like not too long ago. Fuck. I have to be very careful, and I love these headphones too. Okay. Anyway, chat. I think it would be unrealistic to expect for them to have a Cinder card. So think of this from a branding standpoint, right? Let's talk about this for a moment. Imagine that you're playing the card game in some kind of like more like you go to the store and play it like, they're like Friday Night Magic. Imagine that they actually had that for Vcard, right? Now imagine that in the newest set, you're putting Cinder versus Shy Lily. That's obviously from a branding standpoint, kind of a problem, right, chat? Think about that. You know what I mean? Like, there's little things like that you have to think about. I just replugged my headphone plug-in, so we'll see if that helps. But there's those kinds of considerations that when you run a business and you're thinking about that kind of stuff, you got to be very careful with those kinds of things, right? Because that is controversial. That creates more controversy. That might be a reason why they want to avoid cards like that, right? So I'm going to be honest, guys. I'm surprised that they said that. I'm surprised that they haven't announced that you can't use Cinder cards or something like that. Like, I'm not saying that, that should be done, but I'm surprised that it hasn't been done from a branding standpoint, right? So, yeah, exactly. Drama Vtuber the card game. So, but anyway, chat, I did want to talk about this with all of you. I'm just, I don't know. I feel like everybody gets so upset all the time about everything when it's literally just something that's like completely explainable if you actually take a step back and think about it instead of just getting on Twitter and be like, guys, take a step back. It's going to be okay. Just think about what's being done and why that might actually be done. Another thing in Vtuber news would be funny to cover for the collab. What's up, Walk? Oh god, what happened? Oh god, I'm scared. I'm scared, what happened? Hold on, I'm looking at Vtuber news stories. Yeah, let me look. Are you talking about Dairiku's model? Another dumpster fire? Don't tell me that. Okay, I'll cover these really quick. Yeah, guys, so we have another hour till our collab, so I got a few other things I want to talk to you guys about. First up, Dairiku actually teasing a brand new model, chat. This looks awesome. Evil munchies. Cute. Breaking news, chat. Breaking news. There's this one lady that I know that we might hang out with later, hypothetically, but that's right, guys. Tuppy is doing her debut, chat, coming up on the 6th of March. Let's take a look. God, this is so 2000s. I love it. The fucking S. Yeah, the fucking S. Wow, this looks so cool, chat. We should totally all be there on March 6th at 8 p.m. CST, chat. The fucking S is killing me, though. Legendary. Oh my god, she's doing a subathon. Oh, she crazy. She cray-cray. She cray-cray. The fucking jorts. It's like early 2000s. I love it. God, the trailer looks really good, too. Yeah, this looks great. So, let's go, Tuppy! Tuppy and Tuppy! Love that so much. Yeah, the fucking... it says Tup out, by the way. Yeah, because her name is Tuppy. It says Tup out. Hey, let me find it. Yeah, it says Tup out. Trust me, I've looked at her chest enough. I would know. Not that way, chat. Not that way. Not that way. No, Laura, this is mid late 90s. The S was around since I was in middle school. Dude, I've seen that S on like desks, like in fucking like school, in like elementary school. I used to see those. Figure since answer time, it's perfect to bully Tuppy before the collab. Hell yeah, we had to bully Tuppy before the collab. Of course we do. So, chat, let me ask you all. You know, coming up on our news segments, you know, I do want to do more of what I did last Thursday, where I had Mishi on and we just talked about more recent stories. How did you guys like that? Did you guys enjoy that a lot? Because I feel like I had a great time with it. I don't know how y'all felt about it, but I had like a great time with it. Frick, that's my TV VHS recorded out of my room. Is it actually, bro? That looks... I feel like I had this TV too. I had this TV with a VHS like thing on it. Okay, bet I got you. Yeah, I think I want to do more of those. So if you ever have any ideas for people to bring on, that would be absolutely incredible. I'm definitely going to reach out to people for that as well. So if there's anybody you can think of, you know, please let me know. I would love to hear from you guys. So one other thing I do want to mention to you before we do, I think we're going to do one react before we get into our collab. But I still have auditions open for Vaifu. This is my VTuber group that I'm going to be getting together to make content with some cool girlies. So 1 week is open for auditions still. If you want to audition, definitely go check out the post. Definitely listen to one of those streamers. Our streams are working in the background. Hell yeah. Yeah, what's up, Scythe? We've been talking news. I think we're about to do a react. And then we are going to do a Halo collab with Tuppy. So... bring people to debate about anything or specific content. I mean, like, it's basically just a talk. Oh my god, I broke my stuff. You scared me and it broke. No, and not really a debate, but just me dying. No, I do want to bring on people to discuss recent VTuber topics like I did last week. It was really fun. It was really fun. Thanks, chat. Just fucking kill me. I mean, even to debate, if they like disagree with me, I love that as well because I can actually have a conversation and learn, right? So, maybe like we did with Powder, right? Like, you know, we had the conversation like, oh, well, she's still on stream. Well, now that we got to the root of that, we can talk about that as well. So, things like that, you know? With my Kun. No, my Kun's fine. It's my fault. I thought my Kun was broken, but it's headphone Kun. It's headphone Kun. Poor headphone Kun. That's so sad. So... we do have time to do one react before we start chat. Let me see what we can react to. Okay, bye, VP. Have a good one, cutie. Because we are going to be hanging out with Tuppy here in about 45 minutes. So let me see what we could react to. We could react to a death battle. No, I don't beat Headphone Kun too. I love Headphone Kun. I treat Headphone Kun with lots of love and respect. How dare you? Alright, but I think that's what we're gonna do. Let me change my title really quick.
It's time for a death
Hell yeah.
battle!
All right, so I gotta do something really quick, chat. Okay, and here we go. I have to say goodbye to YouTube. YouTube, thank you guys so much. I appreciate all of you being here. I'm gonna cut it here since our news segment is over. Please have a great rest of your day. I'll see you around. Everybody, wave bye to YouTube. Bye, guys. We'll see you later. Alrighty. So today, chat,